Pleasant good morning, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to Rumble in the Tropics. First ignition race, sponsored by the BTB Monster Prizes. That's the ramp. And on the podium are the guys from SPD/Culture. We have Philip Leslie, we have Smokes Glatton, we have Big Bob Gabriel, and we have Severn Flores, 4 riders. Turn my camera around. We can see the Antonemala DJ Alliance team just in the background. Then they don't make their way off the podium. Folks, today will be the total demolition, not ruction and destruction, total demolition here on the Hummingbird Highway and the George Price Highway as we leave here to do some 100 miles in this beautiful event. I want to big up the BTB, one lone rider from Bundle of Joy, that's Darren Anderson, coming up to the ramp. We have the Rolling Shutter cycling team. We have Brandon Morgan, we have Elwin Humes, we have young Everett Matut, we have young Richie Rosado, and we have Dijan Hyde. These are the riders for the Rolling Shutter cycling team taking part in today's beautiful event, the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, sponsored by the BTB. Oh, another rider come up, they are Delton Rojas, so they have 6 riders on the ramp. A pleasant good morning to all you cycling fans wherever you are in Belize and across the world. Look forward to some demolition on the tarmac.
Acha, aglat berebak mana mereka abad injury pameni semua.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yes.
Motorcycle.
Yeah.
All right, good man. Yeah. So that's the Rolling Shutter cycling team coming off the ramp. You can see up next, one rider from Fun and Fitness.
Bye, Jerry. You're good or need help with something?
Just to make sure.
You want to hold it and you fix your thing proper?
I don't put on the battery there.
I just need to make sure you're good.
Yeah, alright, good. So on the starting ramp, the M&M cycling team, we have 4 riders. We have Preston Martinez, we have young Windell Williams Jr., we have Devin Asweta back on his bike after a serious injuries. He sustained an accident, and the master rider Roque Matos, all taking part in this first ever Rumble in the Tropics. Pick up the BTB and the last team on the ramp. Victoria Treats. We have 3 Chotos. We have Jose Choto, we have Giovanni Choto, and I think the young man here, Johan Choto. Sorry. So there was a Choto, as a Peter and Rafael. Wait, leave it again. Wait, again. Chris. Oh, Chris Choto. Chris Choto. So, folks, we are out here at mile 6.
All right, and so what we are going to be doing, if you could say, we have the winners starting from January.
Okay.
To present, meaning the last race, the Belmopan. The winners, we are called and right up. We can do a picture, and then from there, we're going to set up a start.
Okay, all right, good. So, folks, what we're going to do, we'll have all winners of previous races starting from the 1st of January. They will come on the ramp, and you will, acknowledge these riders who have put their name in the history books as they took part in previous races starting from the Creme New Year's Day Cycling Classic. And then we move to the start line. Folks, look out for a lot of ruction and destruction scattered like skittles, smithereens.
So, driving Derek and Carlton. Carlton.
So they will feature the 3 winners of previous races held this year. So starting off with the Creme New Year's Day Cycling Classic.
It's not here, so the next one will be Carlton Robinson for the Digitour.
Digitour, okay.
Then driving.
Driving for the Alfred Parks, right?
And then Derek for the...
Okay. So Corey is not here, so it will be Carlton Robinson riding for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. He won the Digitour, so featuring Carlton Robinson as he makes his way off the podium. Coming up next is Jivin Gonzalez. Jivin Gonzalez rides for G-Flow. He won the back-to-back Catchy Bull race. So that's Silverback Jivin Gonzalez with a smile on his face. Okay, and then we have Derek Chavaria winning the West Rock Belmopan Cycling Classic just a week ago. Derek Chavaria, young phenom, rides for G-Flow. And there is Mr. Arthur's blowing the whistle, so we make our way to the start line. So the start line is right in front of the Shell gas station here at mile 6 on the Hummingbird Highway, folks, as we made our way to beautiful cultural capital Riga. I don't know quite in a Riga we did mile 6, but it was so beautiful, back of the motorcycle. We came through the coastal road and you saw all the sun rising, shining through the clouds. That was an amazing sight. What it, to live in a country like Belize is so beautiful. We have some 70 riders taking part this morning. I see Oski is out, he's back. Giovanni Lovell is back. I know Wayne was away and he's back. Sean Cad is back. We have 4 foreign riders, 4 Mexican riders. We have Hulo Zul, we have Christian Moise, we have Gabriel Gardosa, and we have Luis Balam. Those are the 4 Mexicans that will be taking part. We have the yes, Giovanni Lovell, Smokes Gladden. Three of Anton Mala DJ Alliance up front. We have Christian Moise, he's from Merida. We have Luis Balam. Yeah, Chetumal or Merida? Chetumal, okay. We have Big Sam, yeah. We can see Stephen Cabral the Air Force guy.
Gentlemen, good morning. We're good, we're good. Everybody set? Alright, let us, you all know the prices or you all want me to go by real quick? Go by. Okay guys. So the station prices we have so far, we have one at the top of the gap. That's for
Listen.
the first station price at the top of the gap is $1,500. The second one, St. Margaret's Village, is $250. Sorry, $250. The climb before Blue Hole is $500. At the top of Armenia is $750. The climb before Belmopan is $250. At mile 36 is $500. At the zoo is $250. At mile 8 is $250. Across from the Eleanor Hall building on Chetamal Street is $500. Lap 1 on the boulevard is $200 and lap 2 is $200. Anybody have any questions? I see the flap. Yo, fish out out there, the flap. Guys, any questions? Any concerns? Promise, General Secretary.
Yes, folks, we are live. We are live here at mile 6 on the Hummingbird Highway for the first ever this monster race. So here the first prize, $5,000. There's a huge station prize at the gap. Somebody want to walk with $1,500 at the gap. Total demolition this morning. Yeah. So folks, we just about to get underway. We want to welcome all you cycling fans wherever you are. Remember, a lot of races come up. The big hole Saturday Cross Country is right around the bend. This is a preparation for that monster event, folks. A lot of riders will take a lot of suffering today, but that's part of cycling. Again, we want to big up the BTB, the Cycling Federation of Belize, and all the sponsors. They are off, folks. 100 miles of pain and punishment. Yes, 100 miles of pain and punishment. So we make our way along the course. Yes, cycling fans, welcome to the first of many Rumble in the Tropics on this beautiful Sunday morning here in beautiful cultural capital. We left mile 6. Actually, we are in the Stanley district and just 6 miles out of cultural capital. This is our party. Banana and grow, the citrus belt as they call it. A whole lot of this is a beautiful, beautiful district. So we have the next cameraman there, and we are behind about 70 riders already. We can see a rider off the front, look like Roque Matos, just off the front. Some 70 riders taking part in today's event, this monster event. We want to big up the BTB for having this monster event, huge prizes. The race leaves here, head towards head here on the Hummingbird, head towards Belmopan. We make the right turn around the roundabout at Belmopan, head towards the city. We make our way left on the Chetamal Boulevard and the Philip Golson Highway, and we do 3 laps around the Central American Boulevard. And then the race will come to its conclusion in front of the Civic Center. We have a broadcast team there in the city at the Civic. We have Dave Yarwood, we have Austin Castro, and we have Miss Simone. I know what a Miss Simone title, but they will bring you, they will be part of the broadcast. We want to thank the team bringing the live into your living room. One rider out front, number 73, that's Darren Anderson riding for Bundle of Joy. Folks, 100 miles of pain and suffering this morning. And we can see young Eric Trapp closing the gap, followed by Brandon Catus. We are passing in front of the Marie Shop factory. Marie Shop at Hot Pepper Sauce. And now young Goran Gabriel riding for the Anthony Mala Digi Alliance, being marked by young Richie Rosado and Fernando Rosado. Richie Rosado rides for Rolling Shutters and Fernando Rosado rides for Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. Riders all over the tarmac. Just passing us is young Baby Assassin. The speed is up to some 25 plus miles an hour as riders scrambling. There is Christian Moise out of Merida. We pass mile 6 there and still out front. We're heading towards Hope Creek here on the Hummingbird Highway. Just up front we have Goran Gabriel riding for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. There's an attack by Hollister Baptist, race number 15. He rides for G Flow. Immediately he got the attention of the young Fire Ants. That's Leon Leslie. We can see Dylan Lever moving up, Henry Momora moving up, Philip Leslie moving up, young Christopher Waite. The riders there asked to stay on the right hand side, but then they're all over the highway. So I think the officials have to continue to remind them that it's not a closed highway. So we ask the riders to please stay on the right hand side of the road as we make our way around the roundabout here at Hope Creek. Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. on the front, followed by Eric Trapp, Byron Pope, young Christopher Waite, Henry Moreira, Fernando Rosado, young Gian Lovell, Atli Lozano, Christian Moise, Sean Cad rides for PMA, young Baby Thoroughbred, young Richie Rosado, Javen Gonzalez, Angel Zib, Tariq Flowers, Liam Stewart. Folks, the race have just started. We have almost over 90 odd miles remaining in this massive event today. Like I said, it's just about 3 weeks away from the annual whole Saturday cross country race, somewhere around there. And a month, I can see Oscar in the mix. These guys are flying, folks. A lot of demolition today, The word today is demolition. The whole pack is still together. We want to welcome all our fans in Belize across the world from the Caribbean. And you know, Belize will host the Caribbean Championship coming up in October. Another attack by Bundle of Joy, the only Bundle of Joy rider. That's young Darren Anderson. He's been marked by the young Baby Assassin. So we have the young Baby Assassin along with David Anderson. They've been joined by Byron Pope and the entire field of riders. Angel Zib attacking out, been marked by Tariq Flowers. Number 58 rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Number 151 is Angel Zib. Angel Zib rides unattached. And you can see the whole bunch of riders, just one rider up front, that's Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers now been joined by young thoroughbred Jafari Castro. Whole pack still together as we head towards mile 10. We are covering you live action of this monster event, Rumble in the Tropics, sponsored by the BTB. I want to say good morning to my minister, the Honorable Anthony Mala, Minister of Sports. I say good morning to Mr. Tillett, the big man from the BTB. Thank you guys. We have four riders have separated themselves. We have Fernando Rosado, we have young Eric Trapp, we have Luis Balam, we have Devin Asweta, and blown past us is Giovanni Lovell. Where is number 71? He rides for Team Lovell. Immediately he got the attention of Henry Moreira, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, and Dylan Levy, number 22, rides for Team Valvoline. These guys are doing some 32 miles an hour. It's Giovanni Lovell on the front, been marked by Henry Moreira. These guys are still doing some 28 miles an hour. A small gap have opened up. And the three riders blazing a trail. It's Giovanni Lovell on the front. Been followed by Henry Moreira and Dylan Levy as we are through, I think this is a place apart, stump last sharp with electrical wire. I believe this is Pomona. We're passing through the village of Pomona. And we can see the main field of riders at the back. Riders scrambling to come across. Three lead riders. Giovanni Lovell on the front. Did you know some pain? Laying down the law. Been followed by Henry Moreira, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, and Athlete Lozano rides for Team Valvoline. Three of the big teams are here. The only team is not here is Team G-Flow, one of the big teams. Here comes Sean Cad. Sean Cad rides for PMA. Sean Cad making a cross with Javin Gonzalez. We have Darren Anderson. We have Hollister Baptist. We have young Kenyon Sanford. We have young Joshua Rivas. We have Jafari Castro. And immediately Javin Gonzalez wears number 11 on the pace, rides for G-Flow as he step up the pace to some 29 miles an hour. Javin Gonzalez is laying down the law. Javin Gonzalez rides for G-Flow, being followed by young Kenyon Stanford, young Jafari Castro, PMA rider, Sean Cad, Hollister Baptist, young Rivas, and a whole bunch of riders lined up And now another G4 rider, number 12, young Jafari Castro. Here goes young Christopher Waite trying to go across. Young Christopher Waite trying to go across. Christopher Waite making his way across to the one lead rider, Jafari Castro. Folks, total demolition this morning. We will head into the hilly part. We can see the sleeping giant. He's asleep right now, but these guys will cause ruction and destruction, demolition, and wake up the sleeping giant. And they will be rumbling in the tropics. Yes, rumbling in the tropics. We see tiger, we see all kind of animal come out, and there's young Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers, we're number 58, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance as he makes his way. We are fast approaching, I'm not sure of this village. I don't know if you want to Pomona, the first one to Pomona. I'm not really so familiar with this part of the highway. Baron Pope, where's number 54 from Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, have made it across. Young Dijan Hyde, where's number 44, have made it across. And we can see Gregory Lovell, the Belizean Bullet, making their way to cross. So we passed mile 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riders up front. We have 2 riders from Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, the likes of Baron Pope and Tariq Flowers. We have number 12 rider from G Flow. That's Jafari Castro. We have rider number 25, young Christopher Waite, who rides for Valvoline. Number 44, Dijan Hyde rides for Rolling Shutter, and number 70, not sure what number that is, 74, LBR 74, that's Greg Lovell, rides for Lovell Cycling. And we see 2 more riders trying to come across. We see Hollister Baptist, and we see Sean Cad, a G-Flow rider and a PMA rider trying to come across, trying to bridge the gap. Yeah, we pass through, I think this is still part of Pomona. This is where part of the citrus factories. And Baron Pope, Lane Nongla Baron Pope, number 54, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance out front, been marked by the young Thoroughbred, Jafari Castro, young Christopher Waite, number 25, rides for Valvoline, and Gregor Lovell rides for Lovell Cycling. These are the riders up front. We see 4 other riders. We can see Hollister Baptist, we can see Sean Card, we see Dijan Hyde, and Tariq Flowers. A small gap, just a few seconds to the main field of riders. At the back I can see it's seems that it's Javin Gonzalez and the PS trying to come across. Yes fans, good morning. We want to thank the BTB, we want to thank the crew for this broadcast. And it's a beautiful Sunday morning. This is the first running of Rumble in the Tropics on this beautiful Sunday morning through the rolling hills of the Hummingbird. Folks, you will get to see a lot of ruction and destruction. You will get to see demolition here on the tarmac. You will see riders scattered like skittles. They will be blown to smithereens this morning. Thanks to all you fans who always shout up cycling. We want to big up the Cycling Federation of Belize for organizing the event. We want to big up all the volunteers. You know what it is for these volunteers to get up early in the morning, leave their family, their home, to come out and bring the action into your living room. We pass mile 13 here on the Hummingbird Highway, so we are heading into the rolling hills. And folks, I bet you there will be total ruction and destruction. There will be total demolition. And the field is making their way back. You can see Philip Leslie coming across. So it have quelled for a while. Here comes Baron Pope again. They are looking at each other, and here goes Philip Leslie blowing past them like a rocket. Philip Leslie wears number 33. He rides for SPD/Culture. And in hot pursuit, the young phenom Baby Chav been marked by Oscar Curious, the daddy, Carlton Robinson. All the big hitters are there, lined up behind each other. We can see Carlton Robinson. We can see the young Delta Nuhoas. We have Des Rhino. Rhino is in this, riding for Team Santinos, and one lead rider up front. It's Philip Leslie. He rides for SPD/Culture, number 33. Philip Leslie, all alone, just a couple bicycle lengths ahead of the main field of riders. I think Philip Leslie, a total suicide to be out with his big cats behind. And I can see Javin Gonzalez out of his saddle dancing. He's been marked by the silent one, the young Kenyon Sanford. We can see young Joshua Rivas. We can see Dijon Hyde. They're all marking it. Here comes Jivin Gonzalez like a freight train as he closed the gap to Philip Leslie. Jivin Gonzalez and his beautiful machine. Look at that young man putting out some serious watts here on the tarmac as they have joined up to Philip Leslie. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 riders. 6 riders. We have young Kenyon Sanford, rides number 24. He rides for Team Valvoline. We have young Joshua Rivas. He rides for Whatever Boys. He wears the number 138. We have rider number 44. Dijon Hyde rides for Rolling Shutter. Philip Leslie back on the pace rides for SPD/Culture. We have young Leon Leslie, the Fire Ants, number 57. He rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. And joining the group, the conductor Fernando Rosado. He wears number 52. Here comes young Gian Lovell coming across, folks, and we see it's the Mexican Christian Moise. Christian Moise bringing back the entire field. Young Christian Moise out of Merida in a TT position, and as he mashes the gear, he's making, so this Mexican, I think he's riding all alone, and he's closing the gap with every pedal stroke. Look at Christian Moise as he continues to bring back the entire field. Christian Moise have closed the gap single-handedly, asking for no help. He came across some 30 miles an hour as he have caught up to the group of riders up front. Christian Moise, and all the riders are still intact. But folks, in a short while, total ruction and destruction, total demolition here on the Hummingbird Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning. Again, this is the first rumble in the jungle, rumble in the tropics. Riders scatting all over the tarmac. As we continue our way towards the rolling hills, we head to Belmopan, make a right turn at the Roundabout, and we head towards Belize City. We turn left at the Roundabout at Favas Road, onto the Chatamal Boulevard, over the bridge, onto the Philip Golson Highway, and to the Belcan Bridge, where we make a right turn by Seaview, and we do 3 laps around the Central American Boulevard, and then the race will come to its conclusion at the Civic Center. Folks, we have a team there in studios. We have Dave Yarwood, we have Astin Casho, and we have Miss Simone. They will be help with the broadcasting. Also, they will be joined by the Honorable Anthony Mala from the sports. I want to say thank you, Mr. Mala and Mr. Evan Tillett, for showing up and as the wheel turns, and saying what you guys, the BTB, will do for sports, entire sports, all sports, as the Honorable Anthony Mala explained that he wants to go in event prepared. Folks, as the riders, they line out, they are doing some 26 miles an hour, long line. On the front we have Byron Pope, followed by Christian Moise. We can see Haro Campos, Michael Morris, Joshua Fuller, young Ronald Gabriel, Brandon Catus, young Fina, Baby Chav, Carlton Robinson, young Delton Rojas, Sean Cad, Dijon Hyde. You can see the young Caden Sutherland. And I can see V12 in this. V12 have come to line up. V12 is amongst the mix. And it's a young Christian Moise, the Mexican, on the front. Wears number 90. Young Christian Moise out of Merida. And the man is stamping on the pedal, looking smooth, no sign of suffering. Being followed by Athlete Lozano, young Wendell Williams Jr., Big Bob Gabriel. We can see Mr. Zul and Eric Chop look like he want to cause some ruction and destruction. Eric Chop flying past us on the left hand side, picking up the pace as all the riders still intact. We have Alana Will sitting at the back. We can see Jody Williams representing Mary Sharp. And then a wheel rides for UTR budget. We can see young Devin a sweater back on the bike. Man have a nasty scar on his foot. He suffered an accident. As we move up, riders stretch out like stretch me guts on this beautiful Sunday morning in the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, folks. Total ruction and instruction in a short while as we make our way on the Hummingbird Highway. The sign says Steadfast Community. So we're passing through Steadfast Community. And it's beautiful Sunday morning. Look at the countryside. Beautiful, you know. We encourage all our Belizean living abroad and visitors to visit our shows, visit Belize. We have so much to offer. All the beautiful beaches, the sightseeing, the cave. You know, we want to big up the BTB who continue to spread the news, keep our country clean, folks. We ask even the riders then, when you don't use your pocket, whenever you don't eat, take your trash and put it in your pocket. And we ask all Belizean, keep our country beautiful as ever. Remember, it's Mother Nature's best kept secret. We pass now 16 as I speak. Two riders fly past us. That's young Tariq Flower, number 57, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, and the young baby assassin, number 18, rides for G Flow. Those are the two riders flying past us. These guys are having their conversation. Young baby assassin, and here goes Javin Gonzalez. Been marked by the silent one, Kenyon Sanford. Javin Gonzalez laying down the land. Where's number 11? Recently won the Alfred Parks Memorial Race. Finished second in the West Track Belmopan Cycling Classic just a week ago. A lot of riders' legs still hurt, and a lot of pain and suffering. We see the riders line out, folks. I will tell you that in a few miles there will be ruction and destruction and total demolition on the tarmac. Yes, I whoosh, Baba Shop. Yes, up front we have Javin Gonzalez, silverback, laying down the law, looking smooth, looking powerful. Two big giants here, young Kenyon Sanford and his new machine rides for Team Valvoline. And we can see in Hot Pursuit, we can see the Super Domestique in the likes of Henry Moreira, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, bringing back the two riders up front. Here goes Henry Moreira. Folks, I know I have a prediction, and I will tell you that as soon as we reach the climb, you'll see riders like Oscar Kuros, you'll see riders like Young Phenom, Derek Chavaria, you will see Carlton Robinson, you will see Sean Cad. All these guys will make a bid for it, and you know, it will definitely be a lot of ruction and destruction. Riders will be scattered. Who will take the $1,500 on top of the infamous gap hard climb coming up in a few miles time? Folks, once again, we want to big up the Cycling Federation of Belize and all the volunteers who take their time out of their busy schedule to assist to make this race a success. Big up the BTB. Past mile 17, three riders, three heavy hitters out here. Javin Gonzalez, Kenyon Stanford, and Henry Moreira. Just behind, we see the conductor coming across. That's Fernando Rosado. He also rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, followed by Angel Zib, rides unattached. We can see Hollister Baptist dancing in that pedals, trying to close the gap, seeing the danger, seeing that two Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Like I said, it seems that Javin Gonzalez is softening up the legs for young Derek Chavaria. Yes, I believe that Javin Gonzalez is get any man together. I think her name is Simone something. Simone Bell. Okay. Okay. So the young lady named Simone Bell. I think she represents the BTB. Yes, Simone Bell, along with Dave Yarwood and Aston Castro in studios. So go up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Driving almost hit the deck. Driving almost hit the deck. And I don't know if your foot slip out or you touch on a wheel. But folks, we are here on the Hummingbird Highway. On the front, we have the mighty G-Flow team. We have Hollister Baptist laying down the line. Hollister Baptist and his new machine also doing some 28 miles an hour. Hollister Baptist being followed by the conductor. Hollister Baptist rides for G-Flow, followed by the conductor. Fernando Rosado rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. The young baby thoroughbred Jafari Castro rides for G-Flow. We have Angel Zib riding on a touch. We have Kenyon Stanford rides for Team Valvoline, the silent one, and we have the young baby assassin. That's young Jalen Briseño also rides for G-Flow, whereas number 18. Here comes already the pack is starting to separate. We can see Dijon Hyde grinding those guys to try to make it back. We can see Shankad being followed by young Goan Gabriel, followed by Dylan Levy. We can see Gabriel Cardoza, the Mexican. We can see Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. We can see Chevron Flores. We can see Luis Balam. And Shankad have made contact. And so Shankad immediately on the front. Driving the pace, laying down the law this morning. Shankad said, "This is my backyard. I'm going to treat it like my backyard." And folks, already separation, already demolition and destruction. Folks, we are fast approaching the rolling hills through the Hummingbird. And a small gap. 4 riders up front, 4 riders. We have number 22, we have Dylan Levy rides for Team Valvoline. We have young Jafari Castro rides for G-Flow. We have young Goran Gabriel rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, and we have Shankad, the only PMA rider in this group, laying down the law. And we can see, if I turn my camera, you will see Big Bob Gabriel coming across like a freight train. Bob Gabriel coming across like a freight train and trying to hold his wheel is young Dijon Hyde. And we can see the rest of guys scrambling. Yes, Goran Gabriel on the front, followed by young baby thoroughbred Jafari Castro, Dylan Levy, and Shankad making his way across. Bob Gabriel about to make contact. We can see Dijon Hyde also trying to make contact. We can see young Kenyon Stanford trying to make contact. Look at the riders as they stretch all over the tarmac. We have not even reached the rolling heads. We still have to go into Middlesex. We are at mile 19 here on the Hummingbird Highway. What a beautiful countryside this is, folks. To be out here, it's like heaven. I don't know what a heaven, but it's like heaven. In, breathing in that fresh air, seeing the beautiful greeneries, the countryside. It's so awesome. At the same time, the cycling are taking punishment here on the tarmac. Folks, is young Goran Gabriel on the front, taking over the pace. We have number 12, Jafari Castro, young thoroughbred, baby thoroughbred. And Kenyon Sanford have made it across along with Dijon Hyde. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 riders. Here comes Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni coming across like a freight train. There's Baron Pope. Riders coming across 1-1. We can see Hollister Baptist. We can see young Christopher Wyatt. We can see Henry Moreira. And again, it's the rider Christian Moise trying to come across, bringing over the entire field. Christopher Moise bringing across the entire field. He have made contact with the entire field. One rider up front, the likes of Giovanni Lovell, who is laying down the line. Yes, Giovanni Lovell all alone. And this is the main field, being led by Goran Gabriel at this moment. Just coming off the pace was Mr. G-Flow man. Here goes, it's still Goran Gabriel. Hollister Baptist is the rider that just came off the front. We have still Goran Gabriel in hot pursuit of the one lead rider, Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni look like he feel real good today because this is the early part of the race. And we don't see big names. And here comes young Phenom Baby Chav. Here comes young Phenom Baby Chav. He's look like he's going straight by young Phenom, going straight by young Phenom, straight going to be past mile 20. Young Phenom going straight by Baron Pope, seen the Carlton Robinson the move. So young Phenom going straight over to to Giovanni Lovell, doing some 34 miles an hour, yes. 34 miles an hour. That got the attention of Oscar Quiros and young Delton Rojas. Yes, Oscar Quiros closing the gap. He sees the danger. Oscar Quiros coming across. Big hitters. Here comes Oscar Quiros, number 21, as he makes across to the heavy hitters, and young Delton Rojas seen him move. Here goes an attack again by Bundle of Joy. Darren Anderson, folks, riders flying all over the tarmac as young Phenom calling for support. There's the Venezuela wears number 67, right? So M&M's trying to cross over to Darren Anderson, the lone lead rider. Oscar moving over the free wheel as Darren continue to push the pace, and young Devin Asweta trying to close that gap. Folks, what a beautiful morning it is here in the country of Belize. We see another rider from Lovell Racing trying to come across. Big up the BTB, the Honorable Anthony Mala, Mr. Evan Tillett. We want to big up the Cycling Federation of Belize and all the volunteers who came out to support. There are M&M's fans on the side, and we have one lead rider, Darren Anderson, taking out some deep breath as the gap has been closed by young Gian Lovell, young baby assassin Jalen Briseño, Tariq Flores. Here comes Javin Gonzalez again. The way how Javin is riding today, he's definitely softening up the legs. The G-Flow teams, they soften up the legs for their big hitter today. Last week winner, young Phenom. And it's Javin Gonzalez again on the front. Javin Gonzalez been marked by young Kenyon Sanford, Tariq Flowers, young baby assassin Gian Lovell, Atlee Lozano, Hollister Baptist. We can see the Mexican. You can see young Jamal Murray, that's Gabriel Cardoza, where's number 128, rides for Team Santinos. You can see Jody Williams, and the whole pack have come back together. They have Swell, one rider trying to open a gap. We are fast approaching Mill 6, and once we left Mill 6, it's in the rolling hills of the Hummingbird. Jamal Murray rides for Sitong. I have to say good morning to my beautiful wife at home. Folks, as we continue, this is the first running of the BTB Rumble in the Tropics. Yes, we are in the tropics. I can see the sleeping giant already raising his head. These guys are nining out of his sleep. He was getting a nice Sunday rest, but the demolition and erection and destruction caused by these cyclists waking up that giant, and he'll be pretty mad, so he will definitely put down a few hammer and cause some ruction and destruction. Up front, as we approach Mill 6 with upon this long stretch, it's Atlee Lozano. There's an attack by Sean Cad, right, for PMA. No one responding to that attack by Sean Cad. Sean Cad on a solo run. Sean Cad, no one trying to make their move to Sean Cad. He's all alone. One lone rider dancing out of the saddle, that's Dylan Levy, rides for Team Valvoline, trying to come across. The riders are scattered all over the tarmac And again, Javin Gonzalez taking no chance. I think G-Flow won at $1,500 prize there at the gap. And Shankad have the ability to run the past mile 22. Shankad have the ability to run through the hills and catch up some prize. As Javin Gonzalez asking, looking over the guys and said, what are you going to do? But it's all Shankad doing some 25 miles an hour all alone. Shankad all alone as we approach Mill-6. And right in the background, that's the sleeping giant. The man is waking up. These guys are making noise with their demolition here and ruction and destruction here and the Hummingbird Highway. Got the poorly Hummingbird and they fly away. Lot of noise, lot of ruction, lot of demolition. And here comes Mr. Cabral, the Air Force man, rides for Cabral Cycling, coming across. They have caught up to Shankad and it's Levy on the front. And it's Stephen Cabral out of New York, the Air Force guy, followed by Youngo and Gabriel. Here comes Devin Asweta. A huge car on his right knee. He suffered in an accident. And the entire field is back together again. The entire field is back together, but not for long, folks. Not for long. As soon as we cross, as soon as we reach into the rolling hills, you will definitely see a lot of separation, a lot of ruction and destruction, a lot of demolition this morning. And it's Goran Gabriel on the front, laying down the law, drawing the attention of Devin Asweta, young Christopher Wade. That young man very strong too. That young man have a good chance of winning some of those prizes in the hill. Young Christopher Wade, I saw him in the race through the Mountain Pine Ridge Road, and he's definitely looking good. Here comes Henry Moreira. Here comes Angel Zib. And Bob Gabriel giving a go. We are approaching the Mill-6, folks, and we are fast approaching the rolling hills. Turning my camera, you can see the entire field. Not for long, folks, not for long. Leon Stewart, the master rider, moving up. We can see the big, powerful Sam Vicio, right, for Team Santinos. We can see the tricky Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. also rides for Team Santinos. As we are passing through the village of Mill-6, the fans are out as Sam closes the gap. So the whole group is almost back together, folks. Like I mentioned, not for long. We can see the sleeping giant. He put up a hand just now. I think he grabbed on coffee. So he not happy. Here comes V12, mashing a huge gear. V12 riding an attach. Big up the donor for this beautiful machine, keeping you guys in tune, keeping me safe. My driver, Rick Castillo, keeping me safe on the tarmac. Man come to my house 4 o'clock this morning, make sure everything intact. We took off, drive through the coastal road, beautiful scenery. If I had an X phone, I'm going to record the entire scenery and share it with the fans so they can see how beautiful our country Belize is. We invite our Belizeans and foreigners to visit our show, visit Belize. Belize have a lot to offer. Check with the BTB, they have a lot of deals. So among the field, there's the Christian Moise. Cabel Cardoza, Quinton Nebada Hamilton in the mix. As the riders are scattered all over the tarmac. We are just behind the main field of riders. We are just behind the main field of riders. As they know what's await them. The giant, the wait with a whip. Yes, he's waiting a whip. And one rider off the front is Louis Balam. Louis Balam off the front, he rides for Team Santinos out of Chatomal. And these guys have come to a slow of about 17 miles an hour. They know what's await them. And a few young phenom which have moving up. And here goes phenom, young phenom on attack. Derek Chavaria, where's number 17, rides for G-Flow and the attack as we passes through Middlesex. Now we are reaching to the lower rolling hills of very dangerous out there, folks. Cycle almost collided with another cycle. All part of the game. You see the risk we take out here to bring you guys live action. So all you fans, please, please be nice on the live. Exactly, I should have mentioned that from the beginning. Any person that make any kind of rude statement or whatever will be removed. So be nice. You guys should be thankful. Be thankful that you can see live action. So big thanks to all the support crew, the guys that come out here, can risk their life to bring live action. So we ask the fans them, and they know who they are. Don't be rude. People from the federation will be monitoring the live and will chop you. So you can't say they mean. Don't be rude. Be nice. It's just a bicycle race. It's competition. We know each fans have their favorite riders, but you don't have to be rude to another rider. It's fair competition. Only one person will win a race. So be nice. Just cheer for your team, your rider, but don't be mean. Couple of years ago, I don't come and listen to the radio, but now I can see it live in front of in our living room. So be nice. We don't want to cut the live because cut the comments, because you have a lot of nice people that donate, and exactly what some of the people say. The people who comment or make rude statement don't give $1. They just need internet and they see free race. So don't be rude. This is coming from Mr. Andrew Ordones. Don't be rude, folks. Yes, here comes Javin Gonzalez. Javin Gonzalez marching on the front, softening up the legs for his big man. He gave them a little test just now. That's young Phenom Baby Chav. As we up a little incline, the pace don't start to drop. It's somewhere around 20 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, and it's Javin Gonzalez on the front, and you can see already the long line he have created. Riders dancing out of the pedal, and this is just a lower slope. So imagine when you get into the higher hills. I'm telling you, total demolition in a short while. Again, bigging up the BTB for bringing this monster event to the cycling calendar. As the minister said, next year will be bigger and better. These guys, this is a really great preparation for the upcoming Holy Saturday cross country race. And remember, Belize will host the Caribbean Championship in October. I don't know what course they are used, but international cyclists will come to our shores, so we want to show them love. On the front, number 152, that's Stephen Cabral, rides for Cabral Cycling, being followed by Hollister Baptist. Number 15 rides for G-Flow. Number 82, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. Number 25, Young Christopher Waite rides for Valvoline. Tariq Flowers, number 25, number 58, Tariq Flowers, number 47, Richard Rosado riding for Rolling Shutters. And we can see the young Phenom moving up on the outside, Oscar. So all the big heavy hitters are marking each other as driving again, unleashing. We are in lower slopes. And already driving again, laying down the law, looking back to see what kind of punishment he put riders in. Javin Gonzalez will step up pace, and already you say lines on the tarmac as they slow. The entire field coming back together, all looking back. The inclines are coming up. Riders dancing out of that saddle, folks. You will see, and here goes young Richie Rosado. Young Richie Rosado, number 47. Just in front of him is young Gian Lovell, number 76, right for Lovell Cycling. As we are on the earlier slopes, we just left Middlesex, so we're approaching the harder part of the climbs. And folks, now you will see the demolition, the erection and destruction as riders make their way. We are entering into the rolling hills of the Hummingbird, the beautiful Hummingbird Highway. We can see the sleeping giant is up. Sleeping giant is up. Looking back, riders in fear know what's await them. We are fast approaching what we call Baby Gap. and that's where the tamales place is. And that climb right there, so it's steep. So folks, we are fast approaching the infamous gap. The $1,500 prize will be given away soon. Hope we don't lose signal as we continue to make our way on the Hummingbird Highway. This is the first running of Rumble in the Tropics. We are in the tropics. Yeah, here comes Henry Maria. Here comes Henry Maria. All right, this is folks. We are going up we are going up Baby Gap. We just passed the Tamales Place Baby Gap, and we can see the cycle. We can hear the song of the cycle, so you can know that the course is getting harder. Henry Maria on the front. The pace have dropped to some 14 miles an hour as Henry Moreira on the front. Henry Moreira been marked by Hollister Baptist with that mile 26. Look at Dijon Hyde, mouth wide open. Bob Gable dance out of the pedal. Who will win that prize? Who will win that $1,500 prize? Bob Gable moving up, folks. Bob Gable moving up. We are almost crossing the top of Baby Gap. Who will it be? Who will it be? We are looking for riders. We are looking to see who will cause ruction and destruction. Look at Javin Gonzalez. Riders scattered all over. It's Henry Moreira, number 55, still on the front as we almost cross the top of Baby Gap. So we are fast approaching the infamous gap. And here goes Young Phenom. Here goes Young Phenom, being followed by two heavy hitters, Oscar Kuros, and the four heavy hitters. Young Phenom, Baby Chav, Oscar Kuros, Carlton Robinson, and Giovanni Lovell have opened a gap. The four big heavy hitters as they still do somewhat 15 miles an hour. 15 miles an hour. Who will it be? Who will take that $1,500? They're all looking wrong. They're all watching each other, folks. This will definitely be total ruction and destruction, demolition here. The giant is up. The giant is up. He has his whip. He's whipping riders left, right, and center. And the four riders watching each other as the group come back. Javin Gonzalez at the front. He will not try to close that gap. His rider is there. Young Phenom, Derek Chavaria. As we approach the infamous gap, there is a giant. He's smoking a cigar at this moment. He's smoking a cigar. And we are approaching the infamous gap, folks. We hope the signal will drop. We are approaching the infamous gap. Who will get that prize? Who will get that prize on top of the gap? Oscar Kuros, Carlton Robinson, Young Phenom, Baby Chav, and Giovanni Lovell. All the big hitters are here. There's a gap just in front of us. There's a smoke from the Wendy man. We can see that's the gap facing us. That's the gap facing up. Yes, we can go. Yes, make we go. We go to the top. We go to the top and see Javin Gonzalez and the PS. Javin Gonzalez. There's Bob Gabriel. Riders scatter. Yeah, just stay right so. Continue. But not go all the way to the top. Make it just stay with them. Just stay in front so you're clear. It's Javin Gonzalez on the front. Go far. It's Javin Gonzalez. We make up this steep percentage. When there's a big truck coming up. Rick, better we go on. Big truck to come. We don't want to let that go. Yeah. Hope riders stay on the right hand side. We are going up the gap, folks. We are going up the gap. And it's Javin Gonzalez on the front. We can see Giovanni Lovell on the outskirt. On the outside, he's been marked by Hollister Baptist as we make our way up the gap. Who will win this $1,500? Who will win the $1,500? What the prize there? What the prize? We're going up the gap and we can see one lead rider. I think the prize is up more. So the gap actually go all around the curve. So we'll be at the line to see who captured that prize. Riders scattered all over the tarmac. And we fast approaching the line. Where is the line? Where is the line for the gap? We are with. And here's the line. Here's the line. The gap. We at mile 27. We are at mile 27. We'll see the riders coming shortly. Let us see who will get the gap. Yes, we can see. We see one lead rider coming. One rider coming. It seems that rider is Hollister Baptist. It seems that Hollister Baptist will claim the $1,000 price. There's the line, and one rider coming. It's no other than Hollister Baptist riding for G Flow. He captured the $1,500. Hollister Baptist claiming that prize. Here comes Javin Gonzalez. Here comes Young Assassin, Baby Assassin. Here comes Giovanni Lovell. A small gap. We can see Oscar Curios. We can see Young Phenom. We can see Carlton Robinson. We can see Bob Gabriel. We can see Jafari Casho. Folks, the demolition have started. The demolition riders scattered all over the tarmac. As they pass us, riders are in deep trouble. Total ruction and destruction. As they make their way past us, there goes Ali Lozano. Look at the riders as they pass us. That's Everett Matut. Look at riders as they scatter all over the tarmac. More riders. Look at the long line. Stretch out like a stretching guts. You can see right down the throat of some of the riders. Look at the riders. All the heavier riders at the back. This is total ruction and destruction. Here comes Greg Lovell trying to go across, followed by Michael Morris and the rest of the field at the back here. 2012 cross country champion. So Hollister Baptist capturing that first prize. Go more so, Rick, so enough slide off because I don't want to roll along the hill. Mile 27. Hollister Baptist. So guys, Hollister Baptist claim the prize. So more riders still coming up. Christian Moise have been dropped. A lot of riders have been scattered like skittles. There is Preston Martinez. So Christian Moise pay the ultimate price for bringing back the gap. A lot of riders have been touched. Remember I mentioned total demolition in the field of riders. We try to make our way back to the front of the race. I want to say a big shout out to my driver keeping me safe on the tarmac. We are heading down the other side of the gap. And guys, and they hit some speed of over 50 miles an hour. So we have to be extremely careful, folks. We have to be extremely careful down this rundown. We can see a rider from SPD. That's young Chevron Flores. Not sure if he's abandoned the race. We had some kind of mechanical. We tried to make our way through heavy traffic and head back to the front of the race. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Like I mentioned, the crew there at the studios, we have Dave Yawood, we have Simone Bell, and we have Aston Castro. As we make our way through heavy traffic, folks, total ruction and destruction. We still have a lot of racing remaining today. A lot more racing today. This is the earlier part of the race. The rolling hills of the Hummingbird. The giant is up. He took out his whip and he have spunk a lot of riders. Give the names of riders off the back. We can see Sharon Thomas, aka Pess. I can see Giovanni Choto, the 2012 cross country champion. I can see Jody Williams off the back. Total ruction and destruction. I can see come up on a group here. I'll give the names of those guys. But off the back, we have Angel Zib, we have Michael Morris, we have Richard Vieira, we have Philip Leslie, we have Holkey. Coming up on another set of riders, we have Giovanni Lovell, we have Wendell Williams, we have Smokes Gladden, we have Big Sam Vicio. Coming up to this next group, we have Elwin Humes, we have Joshua Fuller, we have Brandon Morgan, we have Mr. Dazul, we have Christopher and Ryan Choto. On the front, we can see Everett Matut along with Richard Sado trying to bring it back. We can see who's that. We can see the young Katie in Sutherland. We can see John Lovell. Folks, this race are blown into smithereens. Yes, the race have been blown into smithereens. Here we have Tariq Flowers, we have Henry Moreira, we have Bun of Joy, Darren Anderson, we have Ali Lozano. We move up back. We have this, we're almost up back to the front of the race. We have Rhino, James Alford, we have Sean Cad, we have Dijan Hyde, Ulster Baptist, Jocelyn Jr., Young Fina, Baby Chav, Jamal Murray, Fernando Rosado, Rivas. We have there's Delton Rojas and Javin Gonzalez. We have Dylan Levy. We have Carlton Robinson. We have Oscar Curios. We have Young Fina, Baby Chav. We have Goran Gabriel. Just up front, we have 3 riders. We have Bob Gabriel, the young Christopher Wade, and the young baby assassin Jalen Briseño. We passed mile 30, folks. We passed mile 30. So we're still there, some 20 miles from Belmopan. Still have some more hills. Here comes Darren Anderson making it back along with it's Javin Gonzalez on the front, followed by Sean Cad, followed by Dylan Levy. Nobody want to come to the assistance. Here comes Rhino number 81, Rhino out of the saddle, Rhino. James Alford, Rhino right for Samtinos, putting a massive charge on this little incline. Rhino going all out ballistic, yes. Rhino going all out ballistic, causing demolition, ruction and destruction in the peloton. Where'd he go, so? Yeah, we are here with Rhino, the lead rider. Rhino, the lead rider. Oh, okay. Yeah, popcorn or something, but the cycle in front of us, or just behind us now, is James Alford, aka Rhino, all alone, coming across Hollister Baptist. Rhino making up this little incline. Man, look, give me raise the seat for 2, so he's performing much better. As Hollister Baptist joined the wheel of James Alford, we can see what remains of the lead riders. It have been broke into pieces, bits and pieces. All the heavy hitters are up the side. As the conductor, Fernando Rosado, closes the gap, and the 2 lead riders. Here comes Fernando Rosado, been marked by Dylan Levy, been marked by his teammate, young Goran Gabriel. The young Joshua Rivas riding for whatever boys is there. Young Jalen Briseño, baby assassin. We are fast approaching where the Cisco Hill is. So Dylan Levy, Goran Gabriel, Joshua Rivas, Jalen Briseño, Fernando Rosado, Christopher Wade. Here goes Rhino again. We have Jocelyn Jr., we have Jamal Murray, we have Carlton Robinson, we have Rojas, we have Oscar. Huge bad spot in the road. Yeah, we have Sean Cad, we have Dijan Hyde. We have Ali Lozano. Yeah, all here in the mix. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, been sponsored by the BTB. First of its event, the annual event. Huge prizes. The first place is 5,000.
They said they want 1 minute, but let's continue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we are here with the leading group on the tarmac as we approach. You can see what this place name. The country barn at Mark. So laying down the law, we have Jivin Gonzalez followed by the silent one, Young Kenyon Sanford. Here comes Owen Gabriel, Young Baby Assassin, Dylan Levy, Henry Morera, Jafari Castro, Joshua Rivas, Tariq Flowers, Jocelyn Jr., Jamal Murray, Bob Gabriel, Gabriel Cardoza, Young Phenom moving up on the outside. He's been even marked with past mile 32. Young Phenom been marked by Oscar Kuros and Carlton Robinson, all the big hitters marking each other as Young Phenom moving up, telling Young so the team are working, the team are paying attention, they are communicating as Young Phenom on the pace, Young Phenom on the pace, driving the pace, doing some 35 miles an hour. Young Phenom about to make contact with two lead riders as we fast approaching St. Margaret's Village. Yes, it's Young Phenom on the pace. Two riders just out front, it's Jocelyn and Tariq Flowers. But we have Young Phenom, we are through the rolling hills of the Hummingbird. Folks, again, bigging up the BTB for this first ever Rumble in the Jungle. They have caused demolition, they have caused ruction and destruction. And Carlton giving the sign to tell Tariq Flowers to shut it down. As Young Phenom taking over the pace. All the heavy hitters are here, folks. All the heavy hitters are here. And here goes Young Phenom, young Jalen Briseno, young Jalen Briseno on the attack. Young Jalen Briseno, I say Young Phenom come by and tell us something. Young Baby Assassin on the attack. He's been marked by number 22. Dylan Levy rides for Team Valvoline. Young Baby Assassin, G-Flow rider, Jalen Briseno on the move. Immediately got the attention of the Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. We can see the Super Domestic in the name of Henry Morera, tongue out of his mouth, but he's closing the gap to the two lead riders as they close the gap. And Dylan Levy out of the saddle attacking. Here comes Henry Morera. Here comes Hollister Baptist, Bob Gabriel, Young Baby Thoroughbred. And guys, these guys are flying up this climb, doing some 22 miles an hour. It's Bob Gabriel, number 31, hot on the wheel of Young Baby Thoroughbred, Jafari Castro. So it seems that that G-Flow have got the word to soften up the legs of the rider. So it's G-Flow and the attack, causing total ruction and destruction. Two riders up front. We have Bob Gabriel and we have Young Jafari Castro passing mile 33 here on the Hummingbird Highway. The sleeping giant unleashed his belt and the riders, and here goes number 12 again, Young Jafari Castro jumping over the saddle, being marked by Bob Gabriel. They are punching each other. Yes, Bob Gabriel hitting young young Jafari Castro, who couldn't respond to that. So Bob Gabriel all alone as he about to cross it up here at St. Margaret's Village. Bob Gabriel. So we are fast approaching Belmopan. We still have quite a number of miles, somewhere around about 17 miles to reach Belmopan. Oh, there's a station. Yeah, there's a station prize. Bob Gabriel seems that he get a prize. Bob Gabriel on his way. Bob Gabriel rides for SPD Sash Culture. Bob Gabriel all alone as he makes his way towards the station prize on top of St. Margaret's Village. Bob Gabriel will get this prize easy. Bob Gabriel attacking out, and he's coursing his way to the prize. He's looking back. These guys have about 8 seconds or so. Bob Gabriel fast approaching the line. Bob Gabriel will take this prize. Then you have a nice run down to recover. Bob Gabriel taking the prize here at St. Margaret's Village. Bob Gabriel taking that prize, and we can feel at the back. So it's Bob Gabriel all alone. Bob Gabriel, the lone lead rider, as we pass through the village of Bob Gabriel picking up that prize, St. Margaret's Village. the master rider. We can see one lone rider trying to come across. We can see that rider is Sean Card. He rides so PMA Sean Card trying to come across to Bob Gable, and he's been followed by the what is left of the field. It's getting super hot. Taking a drink of that magic potion, water and mint sweet, so refreshing to the throat. Have so many miles left, still over 60% of the field. I mean 50% of the race remaining, folks. Like I mentioned, the race started this morning at mile 6 by the Shell gas station there on the Hummingbird Highway. Head towards Belmopan, make a right roundabout, head towards Belize City. It will turn left at the Fabas Road roundabout onto the Chatamal Boulevard, over the Chatamal Bridge onto the Philip Golson Highway. Head towards the Balkan Bridge, right onto the Balkan Bridge, and do 3 laps on the Central American Boulevard, and it will come to conclusion in front of the Civic Center, where the bars are, the chrome thing in front of the in front of the Civic Center. Like I mentioned, there's a crew there in Belize helping with the broadcast. That's Dave Yahoud, Aston Castro, and Miss Simone Bell. As we make our way down this rundown out of St. Margaret's, there's a young Aaron Pope. Man have the water, so they have strategic spot. And it's still Bob Gable all alone, driving the pace, doing some 33 miles an hour. Bob Gable all alone, 33 miles an hour. I can turn my camera and you can see the riders coming in the distance. It's all Bob Gable, all alone, making his way down St. Margaret's Hill. Bob Gable leading the charge here on the Hummingbird Highway. And you can see the bunch of riders, about 20 riders. So it's total demolition this morning, and Bob Gable up front. So Bob Gable all alone out front as we make our way towards the Chonona farm, and it's all Bob Gable. Bob Gable making his way along the course. Okay. Yes, it's Bob Gable all alone, looking back. And I can see the motorcycle, and the field is at the back. Bob Gable doing some 30 miles an hour as we head into the Silver Creek Bridge here on the Hummingbird Highway. A pleasant good morning to all our cycling fans, wherever you are, tune in to this massive event this morning. Bob Gable still have about 10 seconds gap. We are about to pass in front of the Chanona's farm, then we head towards the Hummingbird Hershey. Then we have some rolling hills, and then we have the infamous Armenia climb. Who will get that? I think there's another nice prize there at the Armenia hill. It's all Bob Gable. Just passed in front of the Chanona farm. We are just passing in front of the Chanona farm, and it's Bob Gable and a huge gear doing some 27 miles an hour. Bob Gable. at the sleeping giant. Sleeping giant put down Mackey head. It look like all of the mission stopping, so the sleeping giant have gone back to sleep. He's very annoyed with these guys waking him up, so you have to get out the belt and whip some riders. So we can see riders coming across. I can see young Phenom Baby Chav. I can see Oscar Curious. I can see Carlton Robinson. The big hitters. Big hitters are moving up now, folks. The big hitters are moving up. Like we mentioned, don't know. These guys are the creme de la creme of cycling in Belize, as Oscar Curious rides for Team Valvoline, about to make contact with Bob Gabriel, been followed by young Phenom Baby Chav, been followed by Carlton Robinson. We can see Rhino. And as immediately as they caught up to Bob Gabriel, the young baby assassin number 18 rides with G-Flow and the attack. Here comes Jocelyn Jr. Here comes Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. There is the family of Jalen Briseño. Jalen Briseño, aka Baby Assassin, on the move. Here comes Jocelyn Jr. all over his machine, trying to close back the gap to young Baby Assassin and Bob Gabriel. There is a giant. He went back to bed. You can see him in the background. He went back to bed after getting upset with these riders making noise in his backyard. Crossing over this bridge here. And there is it, the sleeping giant. See, the young guys wake up the sleeping giant. This is the sleeping giant. This road take you to the resort back there. Sleeping giant. Hey guys, wake up the sleeping giant. There is it, sleeping giant. And here comes the crew of about 30 odd riders or so, closing the gap. We can see the Anthony Mala, DJ Alliance, Goran Gabriel closing the gap, have made contact. We can see Hollister Baptist. We can see Dijon Hyde. Baron Pope moving up. Baron Pope moving up. Baron Pope out of the saddle. Baron Pope putting a mad dig. He's been marked by Hollister Baptist, young Christopher Wade, and Bob Gabriel. Step on it. There's Baron Pope, and immediately Javan Gonzalez. Here goes Javan Gonzalez. Here goes Javan Gonzalez, marked by PMA rider Sean Cad, by the silent one, Kenyon Sanford, mile 37. Yes, Gabriel Cardoza, mouth wide open. Look at riders scrambling for position. Riders scrambling all over the tarmac as Javan Gonzalez unleash a massive attack. On the front now, PMA rider Sean Cad on the front, driving the pace, doing some 32 miles an hour. Riders scrambling to come across. Service person on the side, giving guys water. Javan Gonzalez looking smooth as ever, no suffering. You can look in the face of the riders. Javan Gonzalez looking smooth. Here comes Gabriel coming across. Here comes the young Baby Assassin. And again, giving a dig at it is Sean Cad. Sean Cad attacking out of the group. Sean Cad attacking out of the group. Sean Cad flying up this climb. Sean Cad flying up this climb. Sean Cad riding for PMA. Seems that he's going to be very busy today. Sean Cad, the lead rider. He have opened a gap. The young Baby Assassin in hot pursuit, but it's all Sean Cad. PMA as we approach the Hummingbird Hershey. Sean Cad digging deep as he makes his way up this little incline. Sean Cad. Sean Cad all alone. Young Baby Assassin trying to close the gap as Sean Cad continue to step on the pedals. Total ruction and destruction in the peloton. What a beautiful morning to all our cycling fans. Again, big up the Cycling Federation of Belize and all the volunteers who continue to give up their time unselfishly to keep you cycling fans. And I warn the fans again, be nice on the live or you'll be chopped. Remember, nobody will have to do this. They do it for you guys so you can see live action into your living room. So all those rude people, those rude fans, if you don't have nothing to say positive, don't say anything at all. Here comes young Phenom Baby Chav. Here comes young Phenom Baby Chav, being marked by Carlton Robinson. Carlton Robinson now on the pace. Oscar Kuros. Like I said, whenever you see one big hitter, you see all the big hitters as they have closed the gap to Sean Cad. We are fast approaching the Hummingbird Hershey, and it's Tariq Flowers running for the Anthony Mala DJ Alliance giving a go. You have closed the gap to PMA rider Sean Cad. Closing that gap, we have Hollister Baptist. A lot of these guys are in super great condition. The upcoming cross country is right around the bend, so this is 100 miles. The cross country is 140 miles at least. I know you say 44, but 140 miles, so they should be in awesome condition. Yeah, so we can see it's Hollister Baptist on the front. He's been caught by Tariq Flowers. Look in his eyes. Tariq Flowers, followed by Sean Cad. So it's Tariq Flowers and the pace. We have Hollister Baptist, a small gap. Here comes Goran Gabriel, Atli Lozano, Dylan Levy, and the entire field stretch out like stretch my guts. Again, giving a go at it. PMA rider Sean Cad giving a go at it as we now approach the rolling hills just outside of Hummingbird Hershey. Have two hard climb, two little climb that is very stinny, and one lead rider out front. Goran Gabriel, the tall figure of Goran Gabriel, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance up front. Folks, total ruction and destruction. We want to big up the BTB, the Honorable Minister Anthony Mala, Mr. Ivan Tillit, and the crew there from the BTB. Big up on yourself. We encourage visitors to flock our shore, enjoy Belize, all the sceneries, the Keys, go bird watching, go to the cave, wherever you go. Belize have a lot to offer at affordable prices. Mile 39, you just passed mile 39. It's one lead rider up front, the young Goran Gabriel riding for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, and we can see the field at the back. And he's like someone attacking out, and it seems that it's Giovanni Lovell, who's attacking out of the crowd trying to come across this little hilly stint. I rode this road before, and it's very rough. The trees on the side kind of don't make us see how steep the climb is, but we can see Giovanni Lovell coming across like a freight train. Young Goran Gabriel punching a huge guy. He makes his way up this little incline, and here comes Giovanni Lovell. Here comes Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni Lovell have caught up to Goran Gabriel, and Giovanni been marked by Jivin Gonzalez and Jocelyn Jr. Immediately when you jump on the wheel of Giovanni Lovell, immediately Goran Gabriel mouth wide open. You see lone teeth as we make our way up this incline. It's Giovanni as he pulls off. Goran just behind, followed by Jivin Gonzalez and Jocelyn Jr. and giving a dig at it. I think there's a prize up here. There's a prize. Let us see. It seems that Jivin Gonzalez will get that prize. Jivin Gonzalez will get that prize. Jivin Gonzalez will claim this prize here at this climb. Jivin Gonzalez claiming that prize, followed by Giovanni Lovell, Goran Gabriel, and Jocelyn Jr. Jivin seems no kind of pain or suffering in his face. He looks very good. He wears number 11. He rides for Team G Flow. Number 71, Giovanni Lovell rides for Team Lovell. And the gap have been opened up. We can see young Goran Gabriel rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, along with the Santino rider Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. So two riders driving the pace. as we make our way through the Hummingbird, approaching the Blue Hole. Very scenic to be behind the motorcycle, watching the green, the greenies around here as we make our way. Very lush land. The tropics, rumble in the tropics. Here comes Jocelyn Jr. making it up the incline, mile 40. We are just behind the two lead riders, Giovanni Lovell, number 71, and number 11, Javin Gonzalez, as they continue to pry the gap open on the field. Two riders making their way up this incline. Watch it, watch it. As Jocelyn Jr. and Rowan Gabriel are mouth wide open as they try to make contact with the two lead riders to make it be 4. So we have 2 and 2. We have Javin Gonzalez and Giovanni Lovell, and now we have Jocelyn Jr. and Goran Gabriel about to make contact. So it's 4 riders up front, 4 riders up front. They have opened a gap of at least over 10 seconds. Javin Gonzalez in front, laying down the law, doing some 28 miles an hour. As we're heading towards the Blue Hole. Four riders. Giovanni Lovell, Javin Gonzalez, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. and Goran Gabriel. And Giovanni Lovell is telling me there's no going back. They are not looking back. These 4 riders are stamping on the pedal, and Javin Gonzalez making his mark as he is on the front, laying down the law as we make our way towards the Blue Hole. 4 riders. G-Flow rider, Javin Gonzalez. Number 82, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. Goran Gabriel rides for Antonimala DJ Alliance. And we have number 71, Giovanni Lovell rides for Lovell Cycling. I'll try to get the number off of young Goran back. Number 53, yes, number 53, that's Goran Gabriel, number 53. Looking back, a gap has been opened up. The 4 lead riders continue to pry open the gap as we make our way through the Hummingbird Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning in the rumble in the tropics, passing mile 41. Rumble in the tropics. Pedal, the man they say pedal. Rumble in the tropics. Big up the BTB. Big up the Honorable Anthony Mala and Mr. Evan Tillett from the BTB. These guys are doing some 47 miles an hour, 47 miles an hour as they make their way down this road. 47 miles an hour, that's clocking. They are clocking 47 miles an hour. Javin Gonzalez pulling off the pace. Young Goran Gabriel taking over the pace, followed by Giovanni Lovell. They are all working in unity. 4 of the power team representing here on the Hummingbird Highway in the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Folks, we are passing in front of the Blue Hole. So Douglas Lam warning the riders that they should stay on the right hand side of the road. Douglas Lam telling them to stay on the right hand side of the road. The 4 lead riders, no, we don't see anyone in the distance. No one in the distance. It's all the 4 riders leading the charge as we make our way towards Cave Branch. On the pace, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. Goran Gabriel rides for Antonimala DJ Alliance. Giovanni Lovell rides for Team Lovell. And we have Javin Gonzalez with a gel in his mouth, rides for the mighty G-Flow cycling team. We head towards Cave Branch. Four lead riders leading the charge. Giovanni Lovell of Lovell's Cycling on the front, doing some 28 miles an hour, followed by Goran Gabriel, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. There is Javin Gonzalez eating away, Chav eating away, and we can see riders at the back. The whole field where you bus up on a few riders coming across. So we see like two riders coming across, two riders trying to come across. We are here with the lead riders and in the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Beautiful event today, some 100 miles of racing. We started this morning here at mile 6 on the Hummingbird Highway, just outside of the cultural capital, Riga. Head towards Belmopan, make a right turn onto the turn at the roundabout there at Belmopan, head towards the agricultural showgrounds, onto the George Price Highway towards Belize City, make a left turn at the Fabas Road roundabout onto the Chatamal Boulevard, over the Chatamal Bridge, onto the Philip Golson Highway, head towards the CFU, make a right up the Balkan Bridge and do 3 laps on the Central American Boulevard. 49 seconds is the gap, 49 seconds is the gap, 49 seconds is the gap from the 3 rails. Here comes the neutral service, giving these guys service, the neutral service, servicing the 4 riders up front. Looking to see if we see anyone at the back coming. Giovanni dousing himself with water. There's another huge prize coming up on top of the Armenia Hill. Looking back, we see like 2 riders coming. So the whole field have been demolished. We are fast approaching Armenia, folks. We are fast approaching Armenia. We are fast approaching Armenia. We have 4 riders: Goran Gabriel, Javin Gonzalez, Giovanni Lovell, and Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. These are the 4 riders who have a 49 seconds gap and the closest rider. We are heading up the infamous Armenia Hill. Somebody will walk away with quite a number of hundreds of dollars. So who will it be? Who will get a prize? As you see, we have 4 heavy hitters here, 4 heavy hitters. All giants of cycling here in Belize. Folks, like I mentioned, in October, the Cycling Federation of Belize and Belize will host the Caribbean Championship. It would be an awesome event. We ask our cycling community to please welcome these guys to our show, show them the love. That's a big move in cycling to have the international event also run by the UCI. So folks from the UCI will be here in Belize conducting that event. There's a lot of rules and regulation surrounding these races. So we are on the lower slopes of Armenia Hill, which is over a mile long. We are on the earlier slopes, past mile 44. Goran pulling off the pace. The pace is dropping, so you don't feel it's thin. We are doing some 22 miles an hour. Poor me might ride like 5 miles an hour. Javin Gonzalez on the front, looking smooth as ever. No sign of suffering. Giovanni, you can see from teeth, but maybe better for him riding style. See a little bit of Josh teeth. You can see some teeth of Goran Gabriel. So the only person who's showing their teeth is Javin Gonzalez. Everybody else teeth the show. They at the dentist as we make our way up the infamous climb here, Armenia climb. After that, then guys, I almost run down into Belmopan. So we'll see if anybody will come across, or these 4 riders will continue on their quest towards Belize City. Giovanni showed out a while ago, no looking back. So Giovanni is committed. He's committed. He's pressing on. And these 4 guys are riding like a team. They're each sharing the pace. This is the earlier slopes, and Giovanni on the front. Thinking about the pace now is Jocelyn Jr. Folks, this look flat, but I tell you the constant climb, constant gradient going up and up and up and up, and when you reach by the rail, that's when you get really stiff. I see some riders come off on the bike and walk after taking the beating from the other hills. Now on the pace, Juan Gabriel, followed by Javan Gonzalez. Again, picking up the BTB, the Honorable Anthony Mala, Mr. Evan Tillett and the whole crew. 45 seconds, so the gap have closed a bit. 45 seconds, only 4 seconds, and guys close. Going up this infamous climb. I want to thank the Cycling Federation of Belize and all the crew. I want to shout out to the guys there in studios. Dave Yawood, Astin Castro, and Miss Simone Bell in studios, assisting with the broadcast of this event today. The first ever Rumble in the Tropics. Beautiful prizes being given away today. Beautiful prizes are being given away today. Still making our way up the infamous Armenia climb. If you turn the camera, you can see the curve. When you go on a curve, then you see you get even steeper. It's Giovanni Lovell on the front. Who will get that prize on top of Armenia? Who will get the prize? It's the 4 big hitters up here, 4 strong men of cycling. Giovanni Lovell, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr., Juan Gabriel, past mile 45. I think the guys come up for service, but I don't know if they're for service on the climb. So we have to move up front. We can see the group right at the back closing the gap. So the gap like have closed a bit. Who will get this prize, folks? This is, we are on the Armenia climb. We are on the, that's the top of the climb there. Turn the camera, that's the top of the climb. You can see the flashing light of the lead vehicles, police and the traffic vehicles. So that's the top of the rail. And here are the riders, 4 riders. Who will get it? Will these 4 riders get it, or one of the riders will come at the back and steal away that prize? But the way how it look, Leon Leslie is in the vehicle. So Douglas Lam is telling the crew from the Anthony Mala DJ Alliance that they cannot come and service their rider. Javan Gonzalez on the front. We are making our way up the climb. So we are still here with the 4 lead riders. We are almost at the highest part of the climb. Who will win this? Who will win that prize? Who will win that prize? This is the first ever Rumble in the Tropics. Folks, I tell you, this is pure pain and suffering. Douglas Lam telling the vehicles they can't come up. Douglas Lam getting very strict, telling the riders they cannot, the service personnel, they cannot come amongst, the gap is too close. We can see the gap is definitely closing, the gap is closing. We can see the bunch of thing at the back. We can see all the vehicle getting closer and closer. So the guys fast approaching the 4 lead riders. The gap have closed. So the guys, they come fast, and they come pretty fast. I can see like Oscar in the front, they're coming pretty fast. We are almost crossing the top. Javan Gonzalez dancing out of his saddle. Javan Gonzalez, let us see if he will take this prize too. Javan Gonzalez has a small gap, and his and here goes Javan Gonzalez. Here goes Javan Gonzalez. Here goes Javan Gonzalez. Javan Gonzalez. Javan Gonzalez. Here goes Javan Gonzalez. Hot on his heel. Giovanni Lovell. Hot on his heel. Giovanni Lovell. Who will it be? Who will it be at the top? Javan Gonzalez. Here goes Giovanni Lovell. Here goes Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni and slot. Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni Lovell all alone. Giovanni Lovell will seem like he will pick up that prize. Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni Lovell. Giovanni Lovell. It's all Giovanni Lovell as he continue to press on. Giovanni Lovell. Look at the mouth. Look at the expression. Look at the commitment. Giovanni Lovell heading for the prize. He can see the guys right there. Look at Javan Gonzalez right at the back. It's all Giovanni Lovell. I believe they made an agreement so we can see the prize, and Giovanni Lovell will capture that prize. Giovanni out front as we reach the village of Armenia. Giovanni Lovell all alone. He will get that prize. The flag is waving. There's Giovanni Lovell. He will capture this prize. Giovanni capturing the prize on top of Armenia Hill. The folks have crossed the top of Armenia Hill. Giovanni Lovell all alone, number 71. Now we head towards Belmopan. It's all Giovanni Lovell on the front. There we can see the two riders just behind. That's Javan Gonzalez and Goran Gabriel, followed by Jocelyn Jr. We can see some riders. I can see that looks like the style of both Carlton Robinson, Oscar Kuros, and I'm not sure who the other rider is. Another prize. Oh, there you have the prize. Just get the prize. That was just a flag. I don't know if it's a two prize. But Giovanni picking up the prize. Folks are passing through the village of Armenia, so we are only about 6 or so miles from Belmopan, somewhere around there, 6 or 7 miles. And Giovanni have pried open the gap. He's all alone. Giovanni have opened the gap. He's all alone. He is on a solo run. A pleasant good morning to all our cycling fans wherever you are in Belize and across the world. Thank you for tuning in today on this monster event, the Rumble in the Tropics, as Giovanni Lovell on a solo run all alone. Giovanni Lovell making his way towards Belmopan all alone. Giovanni giving his all. Giovanni Lovell have come out today to make a statement. I'm here, I'm back. He rides for Lovell Cycling. This is first of many. The first Rumble in the Tropics, being sponsored by the BTB. I want to pick up the BTB. Looking back, there's a sizable gap. Giovanni Lovell all alone. Rides for Lovell Cycling, race number 9271. As we head towards Belmopan, all Giovanni Lovell folks. Looking back, can still see the two riders. You know, it look like more than two riders. Look, about 4 riders are coming, but we're here with the lead rider, Giovanni Lovell, making a statement today, all alone. Big up to all the cycling fans who are tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying this exciting event today. The first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, being sponsored by the BTB. Massive event, massive prizes. Imagine the man pick up station prize will value more than some first place for other races. That's so awesome. All Giovanni Lovell, all alone. We are still through the Hummingbird Highway. We have a few more miles on the Hummingbird Highway, and then we join you on the Judge Price Highway. And it's all Giovanni Lovell, still all alone on this beautiful Sunday morning. here in the country of Belize. I want to big up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, keeping me safe and sound. It's very treacherous out here. You have to have good heart. You have to pay attention, and he's just doing that. My life is in his hands. Past mile 48, so we're fast approaching Belmopan, and it's still Giovanni Lovell. You can see a group of about 4 riders coming. They're fast approaching, and it's all Giovanni Lovell as he continue to make progress here on the Hummingbird Highway. Yes, folks, welcome. If you have just joined us, folks, what a massive race today. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, being sponsored by the BTB. Some huge cash prizes, in-station prizes, and at the finishing. So this race is a good race to test your legs for the upcoming Holy Saturday Cross Country. Is right around the bend. We ask folks to continue, reach out to the Cycling Federation of Belize for prizes for the upcoming cross country race. I know a few people have reached out to me and have pledged their support. Some have already sent prizes that I will get in touch with the Cycling Federation and give them those information. We want to big up all the fans, the cycling fans, who can continue to contribute to the sport. That's the only way the sport will keep going. It's a very expensive sport, and like Minister Mala said, that Hinting Nagaya deserve nice prizes. They ride hard, they have to get up early in the morning and train, leave their family, you know, and to come out here to take the beating on the tarmac. They should be rewarded with great prizes, and that's the reason why he gave good prizes for this event. So big up yourself, Minister Mala. So Giovanni all alone as we make our way closer and closer to Belmopan. Giovanni Lovell all alone. The first running of the Rumble in the Tropics on this beautiful Sunday morning, March 23rd, 2025. The whole Saturday Cross Country race comes up on April 19, 2025. A lot of foreigners will flock our show to take part in that annual event. Started in 1928 and been going on ever since. Just a few years due to the hurricane. I think the 2 hurricane caused the not to have it, and then recently 2 years in a row because of the COVID. But other than that, this race have a rich history, and cyclists look forward, the Belizean fans.
6 man where they come, where they chase.
6 man chasing, 6 man chasing, 6 man chasing. We can see them right in the back. They are closing the gap. The 6 riders are closing the gap to Giovanni Lovell. Yes, folks. Like one fan said, that Belizeans are more patriotic when it comes to the cross country, more than Independence Day, it seems, because cross country is their baby and they always want to see a Belizean win. But cycling have gone global, where, you know, it's the best rider to win. Just imagine the Tour de France. No French rider have winning many years. It's just part of the sport. So we ask the fans to be nice, don't slur any, you know, bad words at, you know, champions. These riders ride their hearts out. 18 seconds, 18 seconds, 18 seconds, 18 seconds, 18 and 26 seconds. So the group at the back is fast approaching Giovanni Lovell, who is heading towards Belmopan all alone. We just coming out of the rolling hills of the Hummingbird Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning here in the beautiful country of Belize. Mother Nature, best kept secret. We invite all the foreigners and Belizeans living abroad to visit our shores. Come enjoy the beautiful beaches, the Maya Mountains, the caves, the ruins, and all these have to offer. So we can see the six riders fast approaching. The six riders fast approaching Giovanni Lovell. With the name shortly, and you can know I can see Oscar Cruz. The repelling style of Oscar Cruz is there. Goran Gabriel is there. Javin Gonzalez is there. Young Phenom seems to be there. I believe Delton Rojas is there. We'll give you the names as soon as they make contact with Giovanni Lovell. I think I see Carlton Robinson is also there. Yes, Young Phenom, Jocelyn Jr. So these are all heavy hitters, folks. All heavy hitters. These are the guys. As Giovanni sees them coming, he have surrendered. He said, you know what? No more, not running away from these guys. And they are about to make contact. They are about to make contact, and here goes. And immediately, Young Phenom on the attack. Been followed by Carlton Robinson, Oscar Quiros, Javin Gonzalez, Jocelyn Jr. and Goran Gabriel. Immediately as they made contact, Baby Chav laid down the law, but these guys respond right away. This is where the race is. These are all the big heavy hitters. As we continue, we are just a stone's throw away from Belmopan. It's Oscar, we're number 21. He rides for Team Valvoline. He is the 2023 Holy Saturday Cross Country Champ. He have won the National Road Championship. He have won the Junior Cross Country. Oscar Curious, the daddy of them all. Looking good, looking smooth. And the pace now is Javin Gonzalez, followed by Jocelyn Jr. Javin Gonzalez won back-to-back Catchy Bull race. And again, here goes I'm not sure. Here goes Giovanni Lovell again. Giovanni Lovell attacking the crowd. Giovanni Lovell attacking the crowd. This man feel like he really feel good today, and he may be marked by Young Phenom Baby Chav, who is hot and pursuit, putting Goran in a little bit of bother there. And as soon as they cut Giovanni Lovell, it's Young Phenom on the attack. So these guys are dishing out. So we have the a small gap open up to Goran and Jocelyn Jr. up front. We have Javin Gonzalez on the front, being followed by Oscar Quiros, Young Phenom Baby Chav, Carlton Robinson. Small gap to Jocelyn Jr. and Goran Gabriel. So we have 2 DJ Alliance, we have 2 G Flow, we have 1 Valvoline, we have 1 Lovell, and 1 Team Santino's rider. We are fast approaching Belmopan, folks. We are fast approaching Belmopan, and we have 7 riders up front here. We have Javin Gonzalez, we have Oscar Quiros, we have Carlton Robinson, we have Derek Chavarria, Phenom, we have Giovanni Lovell, we have Goran Gabriel, and we have Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. behind the 7 riders. So we're fast approaching. .112 is the gap. 112 is the gap. 112 is the gap. Young Phenom and the pace. As we fast approach Belmopan, and Javin Gonzalez have made his way towards Belmopan all alone. Javin Gonzalez have a small gap of about 10 bicycle lengths. Oscar Quiros taking up the chase, followed by Goran Gabriel. It's all Javin Gonzalez as he lay down the law. Yes, Javin Gonzalez heading into Belmopan all alone. Javin Gonzalez open a small gap. Right and start to separate now. We have Jocelyn Jr. trying to close that gap. Carlton Robinson. We have Young Phenom Baby Chav. We have Giovanni Lovell. And it seems that G-Flow have a plan. Look like Young Phenom send out Javin Gonzalez, forcing Oscar. Oscar is he will have to form alliance with maybe a Carlton or Giovanni, because these are two big powers of the G-Flow cycling team. And Oscar looking back, asking for help as we are about to pass through Belmopan. We're heading towards Belmopan. We see the cycling fans from Belmopan are out. Yes. Yeah, the guys cheering on. Shepherd and the whole crowd as we make our way towards Belmopan. We're almost at the roundabout. Javin Gonzalez up front. Oscar receiving water from the side. Almost at Belmopan roundabout, and it's Javin Gonzalez all alone. 6 riders just behind. Javin make his way around the roundabout. Giovanni Lovell on the front, trying to close back that gap. So we're heading towards the showgrounds. So shortly we'll be on the George Price Highway. Hopefully we'll have no more drop from here to the city now. So we are in the clear. And it's one lead rider up front. Javin Gonzalez leading the charge. Oscar Quiros and the pace with the group, being marked closely by Young Phenom, Derek Chavaria, Carlton Robinson, Goran Gabriel, Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. and Giovanni Lovell from Lovell Cycling. Oscar pulls off the pace, but Young Phenom will not pace, as Oscar is saying, come around guys. So Goran Gabriel of Anton Maladija Alliance on the pace. As Javin Gonzalez continues to pry open the gap. Making our way through the capital of Belize, folks. If you are from a different country, we are passing through Belmopan. This and the outskirts of Belmopan. This is capital Belmopan. This is capital for the country of Belize. This race have been blown. That's if you go, that's Belmopan behind us. Making our way around the roundabout, fast approaching the agricultural showgrounds, and then onto the George Price Highway. 7 heavy hitters up front, 1 rider off the front. That's Javin Gonzalez off the front. Javin Gonzalez off the front in hot pursuit. We have Goran Gabriel. We have Jocelyn Jr., Carlton Robinson. Oscar Q sitting in. Huh? Idiot back though, idiot. Yes, we are fast approaching Belmopan. I mean, but I don't know to Belmopan already. We are about to turn onto the Judge Pice Highway and head towards Belize City. Heavy headwind, folks. I can feel a heavy headwind. A lot of suffering will happen. We are halfway into the race, so half of the race remaining. As Oscar is having discussion with the Anthony Mala DJ Alliance and said, listen to, we got to work because young Phenom won't work. He's sitting at the back, so he definitely have something up his sleeve, folks. So that young man is nothing to play with. That's the reason why he's named Young Phenom. Last week he have a flat. Young Phenom have a flat. Young Phenom have a mechanical. He have a flat. There's no vehicle around. He has a flat. That's his wheel. Young Phenom needs a rear wheel. He's waving his hand. You have a flat back wheel. You have a flat back wheel. Young Phenom have a flat back wheel. Young Phenom waving his hand. If the service vehicle for Young Phenom hearing need to get up here, he now have a flat. He has a flat back wheel. He's just off the back. He's still pedaling, raising his hand. Where are his service? No one around. Phenom, no one around. So Phenom will have to, So young Phenom, sadly, he had a flat and he's still standing on the side of the road. That's very bad. Yeah, I feel it for young Phenom. He's waiting on a spare bike. He's waiting on a spare bike. He's on the side of the road. That's so unfortunately for young Phenom, who was right here. The guy's looking back and saw that he's not here anymore. And he had a flat. So they're looking back. They don't see young Phenom. And I'm not sure if they're going to take advantage of this, but young Phenom will have to do a whole lot of work to get back. So driving up front, not knowing that his teammate have a mechanical, he's all alone. And I hear Oscar was saying just now, just keep steady, we'll get him back. 113 and 135 to the next group behind. They will not make it back here, folks. This is the race. This is in the front of the race. So we have 5 riders here. Young Phenom still not back on his bike. I can see him way around the curve, still on the side of the road. Oh, that's so unfortunate for the young Phenom, Derek Chavaria, having a rear flat back wheel and is not here with these guys anymore. Unfortunate for young Phenom. His teammate is up front, unaware of what happened to young Phenom, and the 5 riders are pressing on, closing the gap. Like they said, they will take their time and close back the gap to Javin Gonzalez, who is all alone. And now Giovanni Lovell on the front, followed by Oscar Kuros, followed by Goran Gabriel, Carlton Robinson, and Jocelyn Jr. all over his machine. Folks, what a day, what a day. Want to big up the BTB, Honorable Anthony Mala, Mr. Ventilator, and the whole crew at the BTB there for having this monster event, the Rumble in the Tropics, the first, and what a beautiful race it is. Started at mile 6, heading towards Belmopan. So one rider up front, Javin Gonzalez up front all alone. And we have 5 riders chasing Javin Gonzalez all alone up front. Fans are out with their bag. There's Miss Joycelyn. So we have the one lead rider, Javin Gonzalez all alone. We are officially on the Judge Pice Highway, head towards Kikowitz, and one lead rider up front. That's Javin Gonzalez. That was unfortunate for young Derek Chavaria, the Phenom, who got flat. want to big up the guys in studios back in Belize. I have Dave Yawood, I have Aston Castro and Miss Simone Bell in studios where the race will come to its conclusion. Looking back, we can see the 5 riders still in hot pursuit as Javin Gonzalez will march on as we approach mile 47 here on the George Price Highway in the first running off. The man say march breeze on there, the man smile. Yes, you can feel the breeze. It's very windy, very windy. The breeze is here indeed. So as we make our way up, we don't see the Phenom get and bike. I still not see in our camera. We still have the 5 riders in hot pursuit. Javin Gonzalez slowing down. Pleasant good morning, cycling fans. If you just tune in, this is the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, being sponsored by the BTB. What a beautiful event. We started at mile 6 on the Hummingbird Highway, head towards Belmopan through the rolling hills. Those guys annoyed the sleeping giant as he woke up and he had some spanking to do. He smoked a cigar, he went back to his bed after all the demolition and ruction and destruction through the Hummingbird Highway. Here's Javin Gonzalez spelling smooth. The heavy wind, we have a heavy headwind, and we can see the 5 riders trying to make their way back. We can see a group at the back, way at the back. And we see 5 riders still behind Javin Gonzalez, who is all alone. Here's number 11. He rides for Team G Flow. So let us see if young Phenom will make his way back to the front of the race. Javin Gonzalez still looking smooth. The man has shown no sign of suffering. No sign of suffering. Looking good, looking smooth. As his service crew come up to service him. Javin Gonzalez receiving service and the pack about to make contact. The 5 riders are about to make contact with Javin Gonzalez, taking on supplies in this blistering heat out here on the George Price Highway. You know today. Derek not today. As we make our way past mile 45 here on the George Price Highway, folks, they have joined back Javin Gonzalez. So now it's 6 riders in that group, the lead group here on the George Price Highway as we head towards the city. 6 riders. Young Phenom is not here. He suffered a mechanical 148 and 211. It's young Goran Gable up front. There's Giovanni Lovell. Man have a sandwich in her hand. So we have Carlton Robertson, Oscar Quiros, Javin Gonzalez, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. We have Goran Gabriel and Giovanni Lovell. This is the front of the race. The first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, been sponsored by the BTB. Want to pick up the crowd here at the BTB. Remind all our visitors to visit our show in Belize. Come and enjoy the beautiful weather we have almost all year round. The beautiful keys, all the ruins, the cave, go check out the hollow monkeys. You know, you have if you're a cyclist, beautiful highway to ride on. You have, if you're a mountain bike rider, you have a course off the road where you could go ride. You want to come off? No. Here are the 6 riders as they pass us. So we have joined back the lead of the race. So again folks, we have 2 DJ Alliance here. We have 1 G Flow, we have 1 Lovell Racing, we have 1 Valvoline. And who's the other rider? Yeah, so 2 Anton Mala DJ Alliance, 1 Team Santinos, yeah, I'm missing Santinos. So we have 1 G Flow, 1 Team Santinos, 1 Lovell Racing, 1 Valvoline, and 2 Anton Mala DJ Alliance. So that makes 6 riders, big heavy hitters, big riders. These are the guys you'll see out for the whole Saturday cross country race. We are approaching the village of Cotton Tree, and it's Oscar, Curious and the PS. Oscar, Curious and the PS. We still have a lot of racing remaining, and I tell you folks, it's very windy out here, so a lot of suffering, so a lot of demolition going on. So most of the teams are being represented up here. The big hitters team, we have Anthony Mala DJ Alliance in the mix. We have Team Santinos, we have Team Valvoline, we have Team G Flow, and we have Team Lovell Racing, all been representing here on the George Price Highway in the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? Will the group at the back make contact and shuffle over the race, or these 6 riders riding? But definitely they are feeling the effect of the day. The pace have slowed drastically. The wind is blowing extremely hard. And this motorcycle, I feel like Rico, like this breeze, pick you up and fly you like kite. As Goran raises his hand for service. Carlton jumping dance out of his saddle. Here's number 51. Looking back, no sign, just come through, you see there? Just behind the 6 riders as we head towards Cotton Tree. Passing mile 43 on the George Price Highway. Heavy wind, folks, heavy wind, heavy headwind. This is what we call March weather for 2. Just in front of the 6 lead riders. Give you their names again. We have Goran Gabriel rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. We have Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. rides for Team Samtinos. We have Giovanni Lovell rides for Team Lovell. We have Oscar Curious rides for Team Valvoline. We have Carlton Robinson rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. And we have Javin Gonzalez rides for G Flow. Those are the 6 riders in between, and we can see the group at the back just around about a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Young Phenom Baby Chav was with this group, but he suffered a mechanical flap and had to wait on the side to get a spare bike. So I'm not sure where he is, if he's in the middle or if he's with the back group. If he received his bike and he's back on his bike, trying to close that gap. Pass it through the village of Cotton Tree. As the 6 riders approach us. Here are the 5 riders. Number 21, Oscar Curious. Number 82, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. Number 71, Giovanni Lovell. Number 53, Goran Gabriel. Number 51, Greg, that's Carlton Robinson. And number 11, Javin Gonzalez. These are the 6 riders just passing. This is where the catchable race started in February. Oscar coming at the back, sitting behind the wheel of Javin Gonzalez, while pressing on the front we have young Goran Gabriel. So Oscar said, oh, Javin did play some at the back, I'm going to for his wheel. So you know, I've not up his sleeve. (108, 108, 125). So the gaps are manageable. 108, so they have closed the gap. The group at the back have closed the gap. It's 108 and 126 the gap. So we can see the group at the back just passing through Cotton Tree too. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Here comes the 6 riders. We're fast approaching the memorial site for Edison Usher and Kadim Banks here at mile 41 on the George Price Highway. Their memory lives on. I want to say oh brother there, Wilbert Banks, rest in peace. He would be right out here on this motorcycle taking care of me. So just putting the camera at the memorial site. Edison Usher, rest in peace, and Kadim Banks, rest in peace. We want to say rest in peace to all our fallen brothers, but these guys gave their life for the sport of cycling, and we must continue to remember them. Taking the risks to come out here, putting your life in the hands of your driver and your equipment. Here comes Giovanni Lovell on the front, followed by Oski. As we approach mile 40 on the George Price Highway. Looking back, the group at the back closing the gap, getting bigger and bigger, and then there's another group just behind. So riders scattered all over the tarmac. Just past mile 41, so heading towards mile 40. Again, giving you names of the riders in this group. We have Javin Gonzalez rides for G-Flow. We have Oscar Curios rides for Team Valvoline. We have Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. We have Carlton Robinson rides for Antonimala DJ Alliance. We have Goran Gabriel riding for Antonimala DJ Alliance. And we have Giovanni Lovell rides for Team Lovell. These are the riders in this group. 6 riders heading towards mile 40. A whole lot of racing remaining. There's a group just behind. The 6 riders heading into a heavy headwind, heading towards the Beaver Dam Bridge. The first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Like I mentioned, it started at mile 6 there on the Hummingbird Highway, head through the rolling hills. There were a lot of ruction and destruction through the rolling hills of the Hummingbird, over the Gap, over St. Margaret's, over Armenia and other climbs, Blue Hole climbs. And now we are on the lower flats of the George Price Highway, heading towards mile 40. What an exciting event. Like I mentioned, all these guys are getting ready for the upcoming Holy Saturday cross country race, and this race is a perfect race for testing the legs, see where your condition is, because you know some big heavy hitters will also visit our shows trying to take away the garland. In here we have the the 2023 cross country champion Oscar Curios riding for Team Valvoline. We have Carlton Robinson, who finished 4th last year. We have Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. We have Javin Gonzalez. We have young Goran Gabriel. And Giovanni Lovell. Those are the guys. Cycling is such a difficult sport. The amount of time you spend training to come out here, like young Phenom Baby Chav was in this group, had a flat and was not able to get a spare bike right away. Hopefully he received his spare bike, is back on the hunt. So we have a team in studios. We have David Yarwood, we have Aston Castro, and we have Miss Simone Bell. They're in studios assisting with the broadcast of this beautiful event on this beautiful Sunday morning. The first running of the Rumble in the Tropics, which have caused some ruction and destruction, some demolition. You guys pick up the pace now, and they pick up the pace as we head towards the Beaver Dam Bridge. The 6 riders still here. Javin Gonzalez, Jocelyn Jr., Oscar Curios, Carlton Robinson, Goran Gabriel, and Giovanni Lovell. All heavy hitters of cycling here in the country of Belize. Looking back, you can see a group of riders coming. Much? 38 seconds, so they have closed the gap. 38 seconds is the time gap. 38 seconds is the time gap. So the group at the back is closing back, and I believe that Young Phenom is in that group. I'm not there, but I believe that he's in that group. So definitely close the gap, have come down to 38 seconds. Goran Gable on the front, followed by Giovanni Lovell, followed by Oscar Quiros, followed by Javin Gonzalez, Carlton Robertson, and Jocelyn Jr. Yes, so the gap is closing indeed. You can see the guys getting bigger and bigger, so the gap is closing to the lead group. Javin won't assist in the pace line because he has his rider back there, so he will ride more defensive. So Javin, every time Javin gonna back, some riders go sit by a wheel because they say Javin is having a discussion. So Carlton gonna sit on Javin wheel. So basically Carlton try force Javin to come and get in a PS line, but Javin refused. Javin said, go there, man. So a small gap. So we have 3 riders, just a few bicycle lengths. We have Oscar Quiros, Young Goran Gable, and Giovanni Lovell up front. A small gap to Javin Gonzalez, Carlton Robinson, and Chav. They have a smile on their face, and the gap is closing. The guys at the back are coming, and I believe Young Phenom is amongst that. So when the guys reach out, then there's a new wrinkle. You will see some more smithereens, you will see some more attacks. So Javin Gonzalez not getting involved with the pacing. He said, I want my teammate back here, and then I can do what I want. But for now, I'm sitting here, and you guys have, but Carlton said, well, I have a teammate there up front, so make the gap open. And there's Jocelyn Jr. on the wheel of Carlton Robinson, as Javin make it look easy as he closed back the gap to the 3 riders to make it turn 6 again. So Javin closing back the gap. Again, picking up my driver, Mr. Rick Castillo, the man who I put my life in his hand. I just, spine the camera so I don't look around me. So he's my eyes. So the vehicle have to pull off because the gap is less than a minute. It's less than a minute. So once it's less than a minute, no vehicle can be in between. So the vehicle had to pull off. So there we can see the riders coming. Look behind you. Yeah. So the 6 riders and fastly closing. We have a group of riders fastly closing, and I believe that Young Phenom is in that group. Yes, Young Phenom will make his way back to the front. This group will definitely be caught because everyone is Javin pull her back again. Small gap. Javin pull her back again, sitting on the tail, and it's Young Goran Gable on the front, marching, and followed by Giovanni Lovell, Oscar Quiros, Carlton Robinson, Jocelyn Jr., and Javin. Play smart. He look on the camera, he have a smile on the face, say, well, I want PS. And the guys who would step up PS, they understand that the gap is closing, so they step up the pace a bit. We are doing some 25 plus miles an hour in this headwind. These guys are rolling 25 plus miles an hour in this headwind. Is no evil feat. I couldn't do that. I ride like 5 miles an hour. It's Giovanni Lovell taking over the pace, followed by Oski, followed by Carlton, followed by Jocelyn Jr., followed by Young Goran Gable, and Javin sitting on the back looking upon a Sunday ride. So he's getting the free ride today, even though he has a teammate at the time. He said, listen to me, I will sit right here, I won't assist. 43, and the next time gap is 205. So this crowd in the middle 38, he opened the back a little bit. So Oscar is on the front, driving the PSO. I guess when the guys hear the gap, when they see the gap, they say, well, okay, we can make the guys just come here, we have to, they let them work for it. So six riders up front, namely Carlton Robinson rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. rides for Team Santinos, Oscar Quiros rides for Team Valvoline, Young Goran Gable also rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, Giovanni Lovell rides for Team Lovell, and Javin Gonzalez rides for Team G Flow. Folks, in October, the Caribbean Cycling Championship comes to our show. We want to welcome all those people from abroad to come and visit and take part in the race here in our beautiful country. That's a milestone for cycling to host an event like that. So we want to big up the Cycling Federation Belize, who lobbied and got the all clear that it will be held here. So all the guys from the UCI will come to Belize. They will check out the course. I don't know if they set on course yet. So we want to pick up the president of the Cycling Federation, Mr. Glenn Flowers. And I know the BTB has a big part to doing it. The minister mentioned it that he will assist. So, and what that does is it does help tourism and a whole. So it goes together. Sports and tourism go together. So when these people come in, they are bringing people who want to buy souvenir, who want to visit after the race. They are going to visit or beaches, so they help with taxis, hotels, vendors. So it all goes together. So it's called what? Sports tourism. And like we said, the Honorable Anthony Mala and Mr. Evan Tillett from the BTB were on the show as Will Turns, talking about sports tourism. And they plan to have a Grand Fondo maybe next year where they have big name riders, maybe one of the past Tour de France riders. Where they have past Tour de France riders come to take part in those Grand Fondos, so you can join the likes. I'm not sure, I think they may have talked to Mark Cavendish. I'm not sure if he will be in Belize, but definitely one of those pros will come to Belize, former pros will come to Belize and take part in the Grand Fondo. You know, cyclists, cycling fans and cyclist enthusiasts can get to meet and greet these guys and actually ride along them, you know, chatting with them about being professional and coming into Belize. So that will be an awesome event. So Grand Fondo coming to our show soon, and definitely want to big up the minister. So we approach mile 36. Oh, so Dougie was saying something, I'm not sure what it was. Let's drink a Coke. He said buena or commercial. Huh?
Thanks to Buena Boy.
Oh, let's say thanks to Buena Boy, and you get a Coke, you get a rush. We pass mile 36. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Jungle. A road race started this morning, somewhere around 8 o'clock. We head towards Belize City, where this exciting conclusion, 100 miles of racing. We have a slight drizzling up above. Yes, a slight drizzling. We're passing through. We pass on our rain cloud, not much. So these showers of blessing. And we still have this Oscar Quiros is running away, and Javin Gonzalez see that, and Javin Gonzalez immediately appears closing the gap. Oscar Quiros all alone riding away. Oscar riding away, and Javin Gonzalez sees the danger as he's forced on the pace. Sitting on his wheel is Carlton Robinson, Jocelyn Jr. and young Goran Gable, and sitting at the back there is Giovanni Lovell as Javin Gonzalez closes the gap to Oscar Quiros as we head towards mile 35 here on the George Price Highway. Folks, what an exciting day today. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Jungle. I hope you fans are enjoying this race. Like we mentioned, all the big hitters are here. Young Phenom Baby Chav got a flat. We'll try to get another time check. The gap looks like it's been pried open again. It was down to about 38 seconds, and now the gap have pried open. I guess these guys got the word, and they said, listen to me, if Baby Chav want to come here, he will have to ride his way here. And so Javin is in a spot where these guys they're watching out closely, so they are not allowing his teammate to come back to have him have the upper hand. So Smart riding. Oscar is encouraging the guys, let's go guys. And so now we have the two Antonimala Digi Alliance riders on the front trying to stake out these guys, not to let them come across. At least they say they have a chance. If young Phenom come here, then Javan will have numbers, and they're not allowed to bring no kind of ammunition, no kind of artilleries. So he's all alone, but he can hold his foot. The numbers are in the favor of the Antonimala Digi Alliance team, who have two riders here in the likes of Youngo and Gabriel and Carlton Robinson. Oscar look good though. He's looking smooth, he's looking good. Look at his back in form. Justin Jr. definitely in some great form. As Carlton raises his hand, there's no service. The neutral vehicle is just up in front. So you probably have to try to reach that neutral vehicle, because they are not allowing any once it's under a minute gap, they won't allow any service vehicle in between. There's Javan Gonzalez sitting at the back, and it's Oscar back on the pace as we are just about to pass mile 35 here on the George Price Highway, heading towards the city. Folks, go out to the Civic Center to witness the exciting conclusion line the Central American Boulevard as these gladiators and wheels bring it home to an exciting finish. Let us see if all six will come together or if a rider will break away. Let us see. Make your predictions. Who you got to win today's event? So far we have 6 riders up front in the likes of Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. We have Goran Gabriel, number 53, rides for Antonimala Digi Alliance. We have number 71, Giovanni Lovell, rides for Lovell Racing. We have number 51, we have Carlton Robinson, also rides for Antonimala Digi Alliance. We have number 11, Javan Gonzalez, rides for G Flow, and we have number 21, Oscar Quiros, rides for Team Valvoline. So just past, heading towards mile 34. We're heading towards just passing mile 34, heading towards Belize City, folks. Heavy windy condition out here. Lots of suffering, a lot of pain into the legs of these riders, but they are preparing for the upcoming whole Saturday cross country, so they should have some kind of condition. They should finish this race. The race is just over a month, just less than a month from now. It's the 19th of April and today is the 23rd, so it's under a month to the annual whole Saturday cross country cycling classic. Next weekend, Weekend Warriors, they have a version of the March race. Then following that is the junior cross country, the female cross country, and then whole Saturday, the big whole Saturday cross country race. Yes, folks, we're heading towards mile 33, and we still have the 6 riders up front, the heavy hitters. Javan looking back to see where his teammate is. He's looking back. We try to get another time gap and pass it on to you guys. And Goran got some refreshment, and now it seems that they get a second burst of energy. Goran stamping on the pedal, increasing the pace. Get time gap right now, get some time gaps right now. Time gaps, let me see time gaps. 57 seconds, 2:02:55. So they have pried open the gap back. It's now up to 57 seconds, and so I think the guys look at it and say it's good news. And so Javan still continue to be at the back. The 3 riders just off the front. We have Jocelyn Jr., we have Oscar Quiros, and young Goran Gabriel fighting for position. And here comes Giovanni Lovell coming across. Javan looking smooth. He's been marked by Carlton Robinson. So the service crew for Oscar Curious is making his way up front to service Oscar. So here comes the service crew for Team Valvoline, handing Oscar his drinks and food, receiving bottles, taking on bottles with water and special drinks. And look at the guys, they close back the gap, though it look less than 57 seconds. They try to come across. We're approaching almost done past mile 33, heading towards mile 32. So folks, remember, if you want to see the exciting conclusion, start to get prepared, start to head out to the Central American Boulevard. The race will come to its conclusion in front of the Civic Center. You will do 3 laps. So let me remind you of the course again. We started at mile 6 on the Hummingbird Highway. We head towards Belmopan through the rolling hills of the Hummingbird. We turn onto the Western Highway, which we are on right now. We head all the way to the city. We turn at the Roundabout at Farbas Road, onto the Chatamal Boulevard, go over the Chatamal Bridge, onto the Philip Golson Highway, make a right turn onto the Philip Golson Highway, head towards Seaview, turn onto the Belcan Bridge, over the Belcan Bridge, and then head to the Roundabout there where the George Price Highway meets up to the Cemetery Road, and they will do 3 laps, and then the race will come to its conclusion and we'll have our winners. But at this moment, like I said, we have 6 heavy hitters out here. Six heavy hitters: Javin Gonzalez, Goran Gabriel, Carlton Robinson, Oscar Curious, Justin Javaria Jr. and Giovanni Lovell. Those are the 6 riders in the front of the race as we head towards just almost approach mile 32. I want to say good morning, or I don't know if I done afternoon, it's still morning. Good morning to all the cycling fans tuning in on the live. I want to big up the crew there at the Civic Center: Dave Yarwood, Aston Castro, and Miss Simone Bell, who are helping with the broadcast, and the crew behind the scenes. I believe it's Herlan and Raja. And the guys close the gap. It's definitely not 57 seconds anymore. That seems that that gap is only somewhere around 25 seconds or so. The gap have definitely closed. The gap have closed. It's only around 25 seconds, and so the official will make the vehicle pass. There was vehicle piling up behind the riders. So when you have vehicle, the cyclists can use it as a target, and so they are clearing the traffic. Letting through all the traffic so they can pass through, so you could have clearance between the riders. They don't want to use the cyclist and the vehicle as a mean of making back to the front of the race. They will have to ride, they will have to pedal their way back. Folks, here comes the lead riders. They clear out the traffic. They won't let any traffic through. Still 6 lead riders, but we can see the group, and it's been led by young phenom Baby Chav. Definitely, I can see the jersey. He's definitely pushing it hard. That's the young phenom. Seeing these guys trying to come across, and the gap have definitely closed. We'll try to get the next time gap. Last time I said 57 seconds, but that's definitely not 57 seconds. That's definitely closing. And you can see it's that young phenom driving the pace. Man going like a madman. Driving, seeing the giving us the thumbs up. So let's see if some ruction and destruction will happen. I'm gonna see if the guys can get the news that guys, if they look back and see that they are fast approaching. Heavy headwind, folks, right now. Heavy. This is a March season. This is what we call kite season here in Belize. The wind is blowing. It's the best time to go to the Keys, relax, enjoy a nice cold drink, eat some delicious food, and enjoy the Belizean climate. Pass in front of the Cheers restaurant, mile 31 on the Judge Spice Highway, the first running of Rumble in the Tropics. You want to big up the BTB, you want to big up our Minister, the Honorable Anthony Mala, Mr. Evan Tillett from the BTB. Thank you guys for having this awesome event today. Big up the entire crew at the BTB. The awesome prizes given today. And still Young Phenom driving the pace. Young Phenom is coming across like a madman, like man come across like a he's in a TT position, coming like a freight train. Young Phenom, baby chav, I can see just behind him, I can see him short. So the moment I can make out the riders, you know that they are getting closer. I can see another rider from Digi Alliance there. I'm not sure if it's Henry Moreira, but definitely I can make out those two riders, Young Phenom and Liam Stewart, as they continue to press on, closing the gap, trying to make out the rest of it. That person look like Henry Moreira. Who can I see there? Young Jalen Briseño, the young baby assassin, is amongst that group. So G-Flow have numbers as they make their way back. And Goran seeing the move. Goran stepping up the pace. Immediately driving Gonzalez hot on the wheel. The guys, they dig deep, and when Goran see that, they come, Goran gone on the front and start to step on it. But Javen, who won't assist, you know, say, okay, my riders are almost there. And Young Phenom again on the pace. Young Phenom again on the pace, trying to close that gap. And I look like Bob Gabriel, and I'm not sure if Bob Gabriel is in that group. As we head towards the intersection to the coastal road, it's Goran Gabriel out front now. Jocelyn Jr., where's number 82, stepping up the pace as these guys are inching closer and closer. Yes, Bob Gabriel seems that he's in that group, along with Liam Stewart, Young Phenom, Baby Chav, Young Jalen Briseño. We are here with the 6 riders up front. If those guys reach us, it will be a new wrinkle to the ball game. It's Goran Gabriel on the front, followed by Giovanni Lovell, followed by Javin Gonzalez, man taking up his shoes, followed by Oscar Kuros, Carlton Robinson, and Jocelyn Jr. Folks, I can't, somebody said must drop back. I can't do that. I'm with the Federation. They tell me what to do. I have to stay with the front group. So we're telling fans, watch the race and enjoy the race. There's a camera at the back making their way, so they have the extra guys in. Some of the fans face about, I want to tell you what to do. Yes, we just passed the intersection to the coastal road, and here comes the train. It's I'll give you the name of the riders. Here they come. It's Young Phenom, Baby Chav, it's Sean Cad, it's Henry Moreira, it's young baby assassin, it's Liam Stewart and Bob Gabriel. So 6 riders, so be a dozen riders, so 6 riders. So now G-Flow have G-Flow have 3 and Alliance have, Anthony Mala DJ Alliance have 3. So young Baby Chav just about to make contact. They're just about to make contact with the 6 riders. So it's 6 and 6, it will be 12 riders in the hunt. And that have to be credited by young Phenom who have, I don't know if I change complete bike or just a wheelie change, but he's back. And here goes Bob Gabriel, and there's an attack by Jocelyn Jr. There's a prize, and Bob Gabriel hot on his heel. Let's see if they catch hot on his heel. Bob Gabriel hot on the heel. Let us see if Jocelyn will be caught. No, I don't think he'll be caught. They will leave him, but Jocelyn Jr. will capture the prize at the zoo. Jocelyn Jr. heading to that prize. Jocelyn Jr. will capture the prize at the zoo. So we receive the prize, and immediately Oscar out of the saddle being marked by young Phenom Baby Chav. There goes Sean Cad driving Gonzalez, and that surge of cars, a separation. 3 riders just losing contact. Bob Gabriel, Henry Morera, and young Baby Assassin have lost contact. They're all over their machine trying to come back. There's Liam Stewart, there's Giovanni Lovell in a state of bother. There's young Goran Gable in a state of bother with that's acceleration. There's Carlton Robinson also in a state of bother as the surge happened just a while ago. And young Phenom driving Gonzalez, Oscar Curios, and Jocelyn Jr. as digging deep. Carlton Robinson digging deep in a heavy headwind. Folks, cyclists, you could see the suffering, you can see the pain in the face of these riders. They are in a whole heap of trouble. A lot of pain and suffering out here on the George Price Highway in the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Definitely some rumbling happening out here. 3 minutes 18 seconds, so that group will never make it back. This is the front of the race, the Tech de la Course front of the race, where riders are scattered all over tarmac, and driving Gonzalez and his super, the young Phenom Baby Chav, who have made it all the way back, and they both riders are on the front, showing they have now. Driving Gonzalez seems that he's ready now. He's on the pace, so folks, look out for ruction and destruction. I believe that young Phenom have something up his sleeve. He rode across like a madman. He have joined back the front of the race. OMG, what a beautiful day it is. A surge just a shot a while ago put riders into trouble. We can see Liam Stewart and Henry Murray trying to make their way across. Just behind, Bob and young Baby Assassin have been detached from the group of riders. And it's driving on the front, pulling off the front, taking over the pace. Oscar Q has been followed by Carlton Robinson. Young Phenom needs some service, have the battle in his hand. He rode across. So he have made it back to the front of the race. Have a fighting chance of winning this event. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? We have to clear the traffic. A huge bus is coming. Just in front, we're heading towards mile 28 here on the George Price Highway, and young Goran Gabriel. Young Goran Gabriel been marked by young Phenom, Giovanni Lovell, Oscar Curios, and the rest of riders. Henry Murray make it back. Still at the back, trying to make it over, is a young Baby Assassin along with Bob Gabriel. Here comes the lead group, folks. Here comes the lead group. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Henry Morera back on the pace. What can I say about Henry Morera? Super domestic, a master rider for the Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. He weighs number 55. Sure, he got what it takes to rumble with the young kids. Henry Morera could be young Phenom daddy. Henry Morera back on the pace. Giovanni Lovell followed by Javin Gonzalez. Sean Card looking smooth, no sign of suffering. Liam Stewart, the old man, he probably could be some of my boy grandpa. And he's out here doing his thing. He rides unattached. Jocelyn Jr., Oscar Kuros. And Shankar all alone, few bike lengths in front of the group. So guess who is that in this group? Carlton Robinson is not here. Carlton Robinson is not here. He's at the back. Carlton Robinson, the heavy hitter for the Anthony Mala DJ Alliance, is not in this group. Young Phenom is on the pace. So I'm not sure what happened to Carlton, but he's not here. His two teammates is here. Henry Moreira and young Goran Gabriel. Looking back, the gap, Pride open. So give me the names of the riders here. We are approaching mile, just past mile 27. Let me give the name. We are exactly at mile 27. Give you the names of the riders in this group. We have on the front Giovanni Lovell rides for Lovell Cycling. We have Liam Stewart, who is number 143. He rides on attach. We have Oscar Kurs, number 21, rides for Team Valvoline. We have Henry Moreira, number 55. He rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Number 51, young Goran Gabriel, rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Number 11, Giovanni Javen Gonzalez, rides for G Flow. We have when you number blow off in the money pine back anymore, Sean Cad rides for PMA. We have young Phenom, Baby Chav. Those are the riders in this group. And like I said, Carlton Robinson is no longer in if he had a mechanical or if he succumbed to the punishment of the pavement. We can see them trying to close the gap as Oscar is getting service from his crew, and his young Phenom on the front looking smooth as ever, no sign of suffering, look in the face, total face of concentration, very content. I think Carlton, they try to come over still yet. Carlton is in between the service vehicles, but he's not with the top group. This is getting dangerous as we head towards mile 26 here on the George Price Highway. We are fast approaching City Folk, so remember, go out to the Central American Boulevard and welcome home the cyclists as the Seahull try to win that first place of $5,000. And I think each lap have a $200 prize at the finishing line. So as you reach in and you pass, you get on $200. Next lap, you get $200, and then it'll be what, 1, 2, 3 station prizes there, $300, and then the final sprint will take home that 5,000 granny. Oski, the daddy, and the pace, looking smooth. Taking over now, Goran Gabriel, Javen Gonzalez, Sean Cad looking smooth like a cucumber. Young Phenom looking smooth also. No sign he did a human's job to bridge over. Giovanni Lovell showing a little teeth, but that I guess is his riding style. Liam Stewart, he the dentist, Jocelyn Jr. And here comes Carlton Robinson. Carlton Robinson is crossing the gap. Carlton Robinson have joined back, folks. So all you Carlton Robinson fans, he have joined back. The group of riders. So I'm not sure if he had a flat or something. He have joined back. He's back in the fold, folks. So all you Carlton Robinson fans, Carlton is back. So DJ Alliance have 3 riders here. G Flow have 2. PMA have 1. Giovanni, Team Lovell have 1 in Giovanni, and I see young Phenom just said something to Carlton, so something will happen shortly, folks. He will test their legs again. Young Phenom just said something to Javen. I think Javen is looking back to see, he's dropping back, and I believe that Javen will give a go at it again. Javen is looking around to see how his competitors are looking. He will look directly in their face, see how they are looking, and then he will hit them again. So let us see if that will happen. Javen dropping back, and I saw him mention something to young Phenom, tell him something. So let us see what will happen if he'll hit them shortly. He's sizing up like a hawk, as Jocelyn Jr. and the pace. Folks, we're heading towards mile 25 here on the George Price Highway. This is the first running of the Rumble in the Jungle, sponsored by the BTB. Big up the Honorable Anthony Mala, Mr. Evan Tillett, and the entire crew there at the BTB, making this possible. Big up the Cycling Federation of Belize, making sure the race runs smooth as silk. All the volunteers, and it's Henry Moreira on the pace, followed by young Phenom Baby Chav, followed by Giovanni Lovell. So Sean Cad tell Chav to stay there, he just reached here. So then having Lee back and forth. Sean Cad tell Jocelyn open a little small gap, and Sean Cad tell stay there, brother, I just reached here. So you know, to be out here, you can see all the little words, the body language of the riders. This is the front group, and I think the two riders who never make it back, Baby Assassin and Bob Gabriel, they have caught back, but there's no longer. And here is diving, stepping up the pace, definitely in the front as we pass mile 25, laying down the ladder. Just mile 25, so 3/4 of the race is completed. We have about 25 miles remaining, or just over 25 miles, just over 25 miles remaining in this event, because we have 25 miles to the city and then 3 laps, so somewhere around like 27.5 miles remaining, somewhere around there. Head out to the Central American Boulevard to see the exciting conclusion. You will see them do laps. See the echelon, they spread across the road because the wind, when the wind they blow up, they try to get that lee rest. And it's Henry Moreira in the front. Take over the pace now with Sean Cad. I get a little drink of water. I have catch cramp in my chest. Folks, is Javin Gonzalez and the pace, followed by Goran Gabriel, followed by Oscar Quiros, followed by Liam Stewart, Carlton Robinson chewing away, Mills and Wheels. We have Giovanni Lovell, we have Sean Cad, we have young Phenom Baby Chav, we have at the back there we have Henry Moreira and Jocelyn Jr. Oscar now on the pace, folks. We're on mile 24, inching closer and closer to the city. Head out to the Central American Boulevard to greet these warriors on wheels, gladiators, who put a nice show for you guys today in the first running of the Rumble in the Tropics. Hollister Baptist claiming that $1,500 cash prize at the top of the gap, but at least he could say he got home with $1,500. Yes, we are here with young phenom Baby Chav on the pace as he grinds those pedals heading towards mile 23 here on the George Price Highway. Huh? Oh. So you look like Baby Chav back wheel going on again. Baby Chav back wheel look like the baby Chav back wheel look soft again. So I don't know if another flat to get. His back wheel look pretty soft. So Baby Chav definitely back wheel look like it go down. Unfortunate for this young man again. Another mechanical. Hope he gets his service. His back wheel look pretty soft, so that's definitely losing air. So on the front, Javin Gonzalez taken for the pace, followed by Oscar Quiros, followed by Liam Stewart. Just come off of the pace, the young Goran Gabriel. We have Sean Codd. Almost passing mile 23 here on the George Price Highway. This is the first run-in of the rumble in the tropics. What a rumbling it was today as we passed through the Hummingbird. Those guys awoke the sleeping giant who was pretty mad, took out his belt and started to lash some riders, put on a whipping, smoked his cigar and went back to bed. And after the dust cleared, only about 10 riders remaining in this top group. Give you the names of the riders. We have Sean Codd, we have young phenom Derek Chavaria, we have Carlton Robinson, we have Giovanni Lovell, we have Justin Chavaria Jr., we have Goran Gabriel, we have Henry Moreira, we have Oscar Quiros, we have Javin Gonzalez, and we have Liam Stewart. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 riders because it was a dozen, but Bob Gabriel and young Baby Assassin got separated right at the zoo when the attack happened. Sean Codd raising his hand for service. Heavy headwind, folks. You go look on the trees. If you look on the trees, then they lie down. So I have to tell you, this is the March season. This is what we call kite season. The heavy southeast wind, heavy southeast wind hitting these guys. I'm on the motorcycle and I feel like I want to blow off of this motorcycle. So that tell you it's heavy wind out here. So kudos to these riders. Look at the tree, how they are waving. The pimenta trees, cocoa plum trees. Yes, as they approach us is Oscar on the front, followed by Jocelyn Jr., followed by Carlton Robinson. As we get in their service as we head towards Rockville. Just past mile 22, folks, just past mile 22. The 10 riders still all together on the front. Young phenom, Baby Chav. And the pace now, Liam Stewart, followed by Goran Gabriel, followed by Henry Moreira, followed by Javin Gonzalez, Oscar Quiros, Giovanni Lovell, Carlton Robinson, Young Phenom Baby Chav, Jocelyn Jr., Sean Codd. So you look at the officials, they tell the service vehicle, they can't come all the way to the front, come service 417 to the group at the back, so that's it. Lights out. 417 to the group, the second group behind, the gap have pried open, so all the heavy hitters are here, and it's Giovanni Lovell on the front doing some 22 miles an hour in this headwind. Giovanni, here comes Oski, here comes Henry Moreira, Sean Codd, Jocelyn Jr., Derek Chavaria, Juan Gabriel, Liam Stewart, Javin Gonzalez, and still in the back getting some service, Carlton Robinson. So we pass in front of Rockville, and just jumping out of the group is Sean Codd. Carlton Robinson get his service and move up. Sorry if I tune on ears. Hungry. They can drink another special drink, mint water. We approach mile 20, and the 10 riders are still here. It's Henry Moreira of Anthony Mala DG Alliance on the front, taking over. Giovanni Lovell of Lovell Cycling, being followed by Javin Gonzalez of Team G Flow. Carlton Robinson in the mix. Folks, we're inching closer and closer. Come out to the Central American Boulevard to witness the exciting conclusion of this event. Will it be? One thing I could say, this will not go down, these 10 riders won't go all the way to the city. This will definitely come apart. There will definitely be some attacks, some ruction and destruction. Look at among of vehicle behind, a lot of vehicle amongst the caravan. And it's Sean Codd in the front eating away at a Johnny cake. There's Oski looking smooth. Young Phenom taking over the pace, followed by Oski. So it is correct. Young Phenom did have a flat switch over bike. Yes, that was a quick bike change by Young Phenom. He did have a flat wheel, so the vehicle moved up and he changed. That was a perfect transition by the G Flow cycling team. Perfect. Baby Chav is back on another bike, so he got his second bike. So 2 flat for today, 2 mechanical for today, but Young Phenom is back on his bike. That was a smooth transition. That's what we like to see. The service crew was right there, knowing that he had the flat. We saw the back wheel look very soft, so he had a second flat. So he's back on his other machine, made a change, and he's back in the group. Happy that he got his spare bike that quick. And unfortunately, when you train so hard and you have some kind of mechanical and that throw out your race, so one small issue can change the whole outcome of the race. We passed mile 20, so cycling as much as it is condition, you have to excuse me, you have to have some kind of luck. As we head towards mile 19, the miles are counting down, it's Henry Moreira on the front. Now taking well pace, we have Liam Stewart. No, he's still Henry Moreira on the pace. I'm getting very hungry though. Yes folks, heading towards mile 19. 10 riders, 10 heavy hitters here. Give you the names of the riders again. We have Carlton Robinson rides for Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. We have Sean Cad rides for Team PMA. We have Javin Gonzalez rides for Team G Flow. We have Oscar Curios rides for Team Valvoline. We have young Derek Chavaria rides for Team G Flow. We have Goran Gable also rides for Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. We have Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. We have Gregory Lovell. Not Gregory Lovell, Giovanni Lovell rides for Lovell Cycling. We have Liam Stewart rides and attach, and we have Henry Moreira rides for Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. So Anthony Mala Digi Alliance have 3 riders in the mix. Only 1 Valvoline, only 1 Lovell Cycling, only 1 Team Santinos, 1 PMA, and 1 unattached. So we have 2 G Flow riders, 2 of the mighty riders from G Flow, the young Derek Chavaria, aka Phenom, and Javin Gonzalez. For the Anthony Mala Digi Alliance, it's young Goran Gabriel, Henry Moreira, and Carlton Robinson. Almost at mile 19, Still 10 riders who want to big up the BTB for sponsoring this monster event, Rumble in the Tropics. Big up the Cycling Federation of Belize putting this race together, making a smooth transition. It can get very chaotic out here on the tarmac with all the service personnel, the officials and the cyclists. It's a risky sport, but the fans love it, the cyclists love it. So just past mile 19, heading towards mile 18, so the miles are counting down. Folks, remember the 19th of April, the annual Whole Saturday Cross Country Race. For fans who are tuning in and want to assist the Cycling Federation, feel free to contact. They have their information on their Facebook page. A few fans have contacted me, and so I have already given prize and about to give prize to the Cycling Federation. So give all the Cycling Federation information. I know the family of the late Baron Samuels is giving some nice station prizes at the Belmopan. We'll give you the full details. Baron, a farmer, cycling official, cycling enthusiast who passed away, and his family decided to assist races and only give prizes for the men cross country and the big Whole Saturday cross country. They wanted to give prize for the junior cross country, but BL is being the exclusive sponsor of that race. Still very windy. What? But they fly all over the place. Just behind the riders there, you'll see the service crew of the G Flow handing over stuff to Javin Gonzalez getting his special mix, getting gels, drinks. Heading towards mile 18, The 10 riders are still here. And Shankar decided to move off the front, but immediately Young Phenom saw that move, and Young Freeman in hot pursuit. They have caught up back to Shankar and Gordon Gable, who was just off the front for a short while. Folks, very, very windy condition out here. Now there's an attack by Javin Gonzalez. An attack by Javin Gonzalez is immediately been marked by Henry Moreira, Oscar Quiros. Small gap open up. There's 3 riders just up the tarmac. Small gap. Giovanni Lovell all over his machine, closing the gap. Seeing the danger. Carlton Robinson follow. There's Shankar, Young Phenom, Baby Chav. All riders in hot pursuit of the lead riders. So Javin Gonzalez is testing the legs of these guys. And Liam Short, a small gap to Liam Short and Jocelyn Jr. Young Phenom.